Cancel culture is about canceling.
Up yours. Woke moralists. Up yours.
Systematic bullying that's happening.
And they believe that
Cocaína.
But it's the wax that the Terminator X spun. Now they got me in a cell cause my records they sell. Cause a brother like me said, well,
it's born like this, it's born like this, immaculate conception. I transform like this, perform like this, which yells you a new weapon. I don't contemplate, I meditate, then off your head. This that puts against the bed, this that I got realness, I just push, cause it's in my DNA. I got millions, I got riches building in my DNA. I got gunk, I got evil that rot inside my DNA. I got off, I got trouble, some heart inside my DNA.
They seem animalistic is what they mean.
No, they're worse than animals.
The woke mob, they ruin everything.
They stop Ben Shapiro from going to events and speaking. They stop Ann Coulter from doing it.
I will never surrender even a single inch of ground to a pitchfork mob.
You never cave to the mob.
We will never bow to the mob. Ever. No matter what.
Do you see the final expression of cancel culture in terrorist groups like...
We'll see who cancels who. They want you to comply.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Happy to see you all. Happy to be back. Maple Takes. So happy to have you.
Hey, yeah, it's great to be here, man. It's good to be on.
Have we had you on before?
We have not. No, this is the first time.
Well, I'm happy. I'm happy that you're finally here.
Me too, man. Me too. It's exciting.
I'm happy that you're finally here.
Me too, man. Me too. It's exciting.
Oh, somebody's echoing.
That's sorry, that's 100% me. I'm trying to collaborate with you, Maple, on the Twitch, but I'm clearly not muting my tabs. That's me. My apologies. That's
how dare you, Lance.
But when I
thought it was me for a second there.
When I knock on both of y'all's things, do the stream join.
Oh, okay. I've never done this before.
It's neat. It collaborates all of our chats into a mega chat, so they all get to hang out and be friends, and people make new friends, and it's really wholesome.
Okay.
Nice.
I will answer when you knock.
I hear myself twice here, because it might be me too. Doesn't look like it though.
Yeah, I think you're coming in clear. I think it's all Lance. It's always his fault.
Cool. It's always Lance's fault.
Was everything fucked up? Sorry.
No, you're fine now, Lance. You're fine.
Okay. Sorry. Oh, okay. Sorry. Oh, Jesus. Well, jeez.
I'm realizing that there is a For You on Twitch that's kind of like Instagram stories. And I'm seeing stories now from Lance, from Christina. Wow, I have not actually been on Twitch in a minute. That's kind of crazy.
Everything is happening on the internet.
There we go.
Yeah.
So I think that we have shared chat working now as well. Did you enable shared chat?
Maybe.
I don't have many viewers watching through Twitch, so I'm not really sure if it's worth me trying to figure this out and crashing the whole stream. Because I am indeed, I'm not like you youngins. I don't do the Twitch very well.
That's fair. Well, why don't we start with Maple Takes? Do you want to introduce yourself? Tell everybody where they can find you, what you're all about, that kind of fun stuff.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm Mike. I'm Maple Takes. I am a Canadian leftist political commentator, streamer. You can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/MapleTakes. And yeah,
Nice.
I'm live pretty much every day except Wednesdays, because Wednesdays are D&D nights.
Nice. That's a good reason to take the night off. Very cool.
Yeah.
Love that. Love that. So how's the week been for you all? I know for me, it's been a little more hectic than usual. Nonetheless, shit still happens. Politics.
Is there a reason specifically for that? Or was it more hectic because of politics? Like a particular news headline made it more hectic?
Yeah, just it's the ongoing situation of trying to figure out what I want to talk about because I can't talk about everything. So I've got to try to narrow it down and maybe select a topic that allows me to shove as much topics in it as I possibly can. But yeah, there's always something going on. Our president is either shitting his pants or attacking somebody, yelling at a woman, and there's crimes being committed. So it's just a matter of what do I want to focus on today. I know that in Canada it's a little bit crazy. There is the I don't know. I don't want to say I don't know enough to say there's a mass exodus, but I did see that somebody had left the Liberal Party because Mark Carney is being a little bit of a conservative, and that's not going too well for him.
Yeah, it was Guilbeault, who was like the environment minister under Trudeau, that hasn't been super happy with Carney signing new pipeline deals and whatnot. So he's no longer going to caucus with the Liberals, and then he is leaving. So there will be another by-election sometime later in the summer.
Wow.
Yeah, so he's not jumping ship like to the NDP or anything, but he's basically just not going to caucus with the Liberals anymore until he leaves office.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, the unfortunate thing is that we have like a majority government with Carney now because so many he's going so far to the right that like a bunch of conservatives jumped ship and joined the Liberal Party to give him a majority. A majority through floor crossings rather than like through like an election. So now
including like a far right anti-LGBTQ plus bigot who was for conversion therapy. Like she crossed the bench, and then Carney's like, she's different now. She doesn't want to kill trans kids anymore. It's all good. Yeah, we're great. Like this is fine.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I mean, if there's hope for our Marjorie Green, maybe there's hope for your Marjorie Green.
Our Marjorie Green is actually the premier of Alberta. So like,
no shit.
Yeah, for all intents and purposes, it's like if Marjorie Taylor Greene became a governor of an entire state.
Wow. So ours is just a podcaster, so that's actually a little bit more alarming.
Yeah, I would prefer that.
Wow.
Great. Yeah, no, Danielle Smith is the absolute worst.
Yeah.
My God, I don't know what's happening, but I will say there's at least some hilarious elements to the collapse of neoliberal countries. One thing that brought me immense joy, and this is crazy to say, is a Jubilee video. And I have a theory. So guess who's going to be in the next 20 versus 1 surrounded? Just take a guess.
Oh no.
I know the answer. I'm not going to.
Oh, I don't know. Who is
it's Sir David Rubington.
Rubin.
He, of all people, Dave Rubin is choosing to do Jubilee Surrounded. I know I swore off Jubilee after they platformed a bunch of fascists.
Hold me back in.
No one ever really leaves.
The trailer's so good. I was watching because you sent it to the group, and I'm looking at the trailer, and I was like, I fucking hate this. I hate this so much. I want to watch this so bad. This is like my crack. It was like, oh my God, Dave Rubin, no.
It's
how
so
am
bad.
I more? No, good.
I've just like sworn off watching Jubilee stuff.
Same.
Except like we watched like Uncle Sam, obviously like I had to watch Sam Cedar, but like other than that, it's like it's so disingenuous and so like scary. Like what they did to Mehdi Hassan was insane.
Yeah.
He was debating some Republicans and it was just a bunch of Nazis.
Genuinely unethical behavior.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? Fuck Jubilee. I can't support this. And now it's like, how am I more excited for this video than Project Hail Mary? That is quite the accomplishment. And it's going to be good because the preview is just him getting bodied by these people. And to be clear, that's not the only humiliation that he subjected himself to as of late. I actually have a theory about Dave Rubin. I think because nobody really talks about Dave Rubin anymore. He's kind of irrelevant. I don't think many right-wingers take him seriously. And so my theory is that he's trying to subject himself to humiliation to make a comeback because nobody is really going to listen to him if he just spews his political takes because, let's be clear, he doesn't know what he's talking about. So if he can just make himself the punching bag of the left, it at least will give him a little bit more relevance. So he went on Jubilee. He has a viral compilation because he basically, everything you knew would happen with regard to the Iran war, it happened. But he made the opposite prediction for every single fucking element right down to the Strait of Hormuz not being closed. He said it's not going to happen. So there's that. And then in addition to that, he is making genuinely defamatory claims against Hassan Piker that even Anna Kasparian has come out to denounce. So we might go down a little bit of a Dave Rubin rabbit hole today because I have some clips prepared. I also have the, of course, the beautiful interaction between the DNC staffer and Katie Miller, Stephen Miller's husband. I know you all already know what I'm talking about, but there's some good shit. So first, let me just let me not bury the lead and bring up the Jubilee debate preview. It's only a minute or two. They stack this with the strongest debaters they have. They have Parker Gets a Job. They have actual leftists who are, they're knowledgeable. They know what they're talking about. And it's crazy that they did this to Dave Rubin because they knew it wouldn't go well for him. And I don't think you get paid to do these, but they had to have paid Dave Rubin because there's no way he would have done this for free.
I think if you're the 1, they pay you. If you're the 20, you don't get paid.
Okay, I mean, you would have to. I can't imagine them saying, "Hey, Dave Rubin, do you want to get debated, or do you want to get debated? Do you want to debate 20 people for free?" I just can't imagine it.
No. He calls them the far left, and they're all just clearly like Joe Biden supporting Democrats. It's the extreme far left. Oh my god! You should have voted for Joe Biden.
Yeah, there's nothing far left about. Like, we don't have a far left.
I don't know yet. True. Yeah, that's also true.
But yeah, okay. So let me just play it. It's 1:20. A lot takes place.
You're arguing that things economically were better under Joe Biden.
Okay, I want to ask Maple Takes this because I wish I hadn't seen this before, because I think I would have predicted it correctly. What do you think his question, how is he going to word it, and what do you think his question is going to be? Like, because in Jubilee, you get to ask the question, right? You get to be like, but that he invents it. He gets to invent the topic that they debate. What do you think Dave Rubin will present as his topic du jour?
Oh God, I have no idea. Like, it's hard to get inside that brain. I kind of don't want to.
All right, fair enough. Because I after the fact was like, it's gonna be something about woke. That's all the guy has. Like, he doesn't understand basic concepts anymore. He's so far gone past like people like, spend time with him, does interviews and entertainment. So I was like, he's gonna talk about wokeness, and like, yeah, sure enough. But I didn't call it out. This is me after seeing it being like, fuck, I should have predicted this because I should have known.
Yeah. One thing that I was expecting him to do was, I thought he was going to weaponize identity politics and use his identity to be like, for one of the prompts, conservatives are actually more supportive of queer people and gay people than liberals. And then he'd argue like trans people exist, therefore that is homophobic, or something like that.
And he also wouldn't use queer. He'd think that was like,
That's true. Woke. That is a little bit of a woke dog whistle. So yeah, he would say gay people because they are the only queer people.
White gay people.
White gay people explicitly.
Biological white gay males.
Yes.
They're the only ones that count for sure. Yeah.
Exactly. And by the way, this guy Parker Gets a Job. He is a very good debater. I think he's more of a liberal. Nonetheless, he claps cheeks of Republicans, and he's very knowledgeable. Yeah, he killed Charlie Kirk, no pun intended, during the Charlie Kirk Jubilee episode.
I was like, I think it was somebody else.
Yeah. Metaphorically, he killed Charlie Kirk, but he absolutely humiliated him. So he's really good at this.
That's actually an interesting point to bring up, because there's another kind of like younger, I think he's a Gen Z white debate bro who's like in the same league as him. I find the one that's on screen now really good, really smart, really fast, really effective. Like, able to recall information. The other one is the one who, I don't know his name, but he cried when he found out Charlie Kirk died.
Dean Withers.
Dean Withers.
Yeah. That was such a tell. I was like, wait, why are you crying? Like, right. I understand being like, I don't want to really say one thing in either direction. This is a very, very, difficult time or something like that. But to like have tears leave your body over that. Yeah. To me, I was like, what the fuck?
It was very strange. It's like, is he your bestie? Did you guys go to dinner from time to time? Did you play D&D together?
Yeah, it's so strange, especially for someone like, I've never seen him like shed a tear for a Palestinian, never seen him shed a tear for a black person killed by a cop, like that kind of shit. But like, Charlie fucking Kirk, are you serious? Like, okay.
Yeah, like, you don't have to celebrate his murder, but to cry when this man spewed nothing but hate and vitriol, and that's all he put into the universe. It was really, I think that he got a lot of shit for it, and I think rightfully so. But I think that Parker is the better version. He's like Dean Withers 2.0. Yeah, not to say like Dean Withers is. I do believe that Dean Withers is talented. I think that his heart is in the right place, and I think that he used to be a Republican, so that might color his perspective a little bit more. But Parker is probably my go-to if I had to select a fighter in one of these debates. There's also another guy who's really good as well. I was actually going to go on a show. I need to reach back out to him, or on a stream, I should say, who's also really good. But like they put the heavyweights against Dave Rubin.
At the end of his administration, absolutely.
Yeah. So, can you give me an example of how?
Yeah.
Let me restart it just so that way we get more context.
You're arguing that things economically were better under Joe Biden
at the end of his administration, absolutely.
Yeah. So, can you give me an example of how?
Yeah. GDP growth was better off. Real median wage growth was better off. Inflation was better off at the end of his administration. Unemployment was better off at the end of his administration. We had the worst year of job growth in the past 4 years, just this last year under Trump's administration.
Was the Rubin report? I just want to say, this is not 2 times speed.
No, I know.
Spitting like fucking twist
at which he speaks. Yeah.
He's like a knowledgeable destiny, essentially.
Right, and you can see Dave Rubin's eyes just glazing over. This guy's really good too. It's kind of crazy.
Mason's awesome.
Yeah, I love Mason.
As well. Yeah.
Did that also accept Russian money?
What show did I do for Russia?
I'm not saying you did a show for Russia. I'm saying Russia saw you as a stooge who could easily say the talking points that benefited them.
What law is stopping you from doing?
See, like I want to know his answer to that. I was like, I need to know what he says. Like, hold him to fire for Tenet. Come on, I hate you, Jubilee. I hate you so much.
I've seen, they know what they're doing. God damn it, they have us by the balls. But you've seen enough of these previews where they always they put in a little bit of owns for both sides just to entice everybody. This was very lopsided. They had nothing for Dave Rubin to make him look good. It was just him staring there blankly with his eyes glazed over, getting owned by these people, and it's just fucking brutal.
You cannot do.
Laws are not protecting trans people. If they were, trans people would not be disproportionately unemployed, unhoused.
What would you like the law to do for you? Again, the law can guarantee equality. It can't guarantee protection, right? So
yes, it certainly can.
My first round
I was thinking, I don't know if y'all have seen when Joe Rogan stopped fucking with him, and it was specifically when he had him on the show, and Dave Rubin is trying to tell him points about a variety of things that Joe actually knew, like construction, for example, right? He's like, I think that we shouldn't have regulation, and then just the best, companies will build the best houses, and he's like, that's fucking stupid. Like, I worked on sites before. You can't have that. You need regulation, or people die. That's why you have like countries where buildings collapse and shit like that, right? He's like, no, and also the FedEx would be better if it was privatized, because then everyone just gets the best service. And he's like, that's also fucking stupid, because there are parts of the world where like they can't get post offices to ship shit to them because it's too expensive, so they'll never get it. They never fucked with him again. Like, that was the end of him. And I feel like Dave has had that kind of come to Jesus moment only a few times because he's never challenged. This looks like it's like an endless amount of that, like a buffet, like all you can eat Dave Rubin to learn things.
Like getting visited by 20 ghosts instead of 3.
Yeah.
It's
just, I cannot fathom what possessed him to say yes to this. And he goes through his claims, right? Claim 1, wokeism did more damage to America than Trump ever did. How on earth can you with a straight face defend that in 2026? I honestly, I cannot wait to fucking watch this. God damn it, Jubilee. God damn it.
I know that they have manufactured the exact slop crack I want, where I'm just like, I can't turn away this. Come on.
Yeah. It's I don't want to be a debate pervert again. Okay. Not that I ever was, but I used to watch these from time to time. I don't want to watch this shit, but I want to watch this shit.
No one will admit it, but we're all deep down debate pervert watchers, right? Like,
a little bit, yeah.
To be a debate pervert bro, right? But when someone's like, you got to see this, it's like that scene in The Matrix, right? Where Mouse runs in, it's like, oh my god, guys, they're fighting. I gotta watch.
It's mostly the Schadenfreude of watching Rubin get destroyed like this that's going to be worth
absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. And so he goes through his prompts, and these are the things that they have to debate against him. So there's this claim, which
that's crazy,
amazing. Only his brain can concoct this kind of a claim. But
claim is that wokeism did more damage to America than Trump ever did. My next surrounded claim is if you still vote for Democrats in 2026, you're voting for broken cities, broken schools, and broken borders. My next surrounded claim is that progressives push normal, moderate Americans to the right. My final surrounded claim is that the modern left cares more about ideology than reality. I'm Dave Rubin of the Rubin Report, and today I'm surrounded by the far left. Check it out Sunday on Jubilee.
That's
Oh, God.
crazy, Dave.
So I had to look this up because I didn't want to get it wrong and have gamers come after me. But I looked up all of the 6 difficulty levels in Doom because I was like, this is like putting it on the easiest Doom setting, right? So like the worst, I guess, Sam Cedar or like Mediasan, right? That's Ultra Nightmare. But then you can get down to like, Don't Hurt Me, Daddy. That's Dave Rubin, right? Like, that's pretty
perfect,
much
actually.
Yeah.
I feel like this is almost unfair.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
you need to have these kids have their hands tied behind their back in at least some way, shape, or form. Otherwise, it's just going to be a bloodbath. Hey, Matt, how's it going?
Hello. Oh no, am I missing this? Did
You missed the best thing ever.
Did I really?
You missed a preview of Dave Rubin doing 20 versus 1 on Jubilee.
We got to watch it again.
You gotta watch it again. Okay, I'll play it again.
Is it long? Is it gonna like ruin
It's a
the
minute
show?
20 seconds. We'll
that's
play it through and not
Let's
pause
play
it.
again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, also, Matt, accept the Twitch collab from me and Maple Takes because then you'll combine our viewers and chats together.
Oh shit! How do I do that? Hold on.
It's on Twitch, and you.
Oh,
just
I see it.
Yeah, it should
All right.
pop up. There you go. You now have 370 viewers.
Wow! Wow!
The only thing I really like about it is that it lets all the chats interact for the first time, so people can become frenzies. It's kind of wholesome.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can talk to each other.
Oh, cool. What's this little
Okay.
pop-up thing?
I don't think there is any audio. Let me see if you all can hear this. I don't know why it's
You're arguing that things economically.
Can you hear that?
Yep.
I can.
Oh, you
yep.
can. You can. Oh, okay. It said there's no audio on StreamYard. Okay, let me press play.
You're arguing that things economically were better under Joe Biden
At the end of his administration, absolutely.
Yeah. So can you give me an example of how?
Yeah, GDP growth was better off. Real median wage growth was better off. Inflation was better off at the end of his administration. Unemployment was better off at the end of his administration. We had the worst year of job growth in the past 4 years, just this last year under Trump's administration.
Was the Rubin report?
Yeah.
Did that also accept Russian money?
What show did I do for
No,
Russia?
I'm not saying
What
you
did I-
did a
what
show
did I
for
do?
Russia. I'm
What did
saying
I
Russia
do?
saw you
What
as
did
a
I do?
stooge who could easily say the talking points that benefited them.
What law is stopping you from doing anything that another person cannot do?
Laws are not protecting trans people. If they were, trans people would not be disproportionately unemployed, unhoused,
What would you
and experience
like?
discrimination in healthcare
What would you
settings.
like the law to do for you? Again, the
I would
law
like the law to-
the law can guarantee equality. It can't guarantee protection, right? So
Yes, it certainly can.
My first surrounded claim is that wokeism did more damage to America than Trump ever did. My next surrounded claim is if you still vote for Democrats in 2026, you're voting for broken cities, broken schools, and broken borders. My next surrounded claim is that progressives push normal, moderate Americans to the right. My final surrounded claim is that the modern left cares more about ideology than reality. I'm Dave Rubin of the Rubin Report, and today I'm surrounded by the far left. Check it out Sunday on Jubilee.
I'm like embarrassed.
Thoughts?
I don't think I've ever seen them put together a video where the host just looks bad in every interaction.
Right. That's
like
what
the
we
main-
pointed out.
Yeah, I mean I don't think they went judging by who they've had on. I don't think they went out of their way to like make him look bad. I just think that might be the best of what Dave Rubin did.
That
Like,
might
those
be the
were-
best.
That's
Those were
actually
the Dave
frightening.
Rubin highlights.
Yeah. Yeah, and so I'm just thinking of all the content that this is going to spawn. Like, I have to see the Majority Report reaction. I got to see what Kyle Kalinske says. I'm going to watch Lance's reaction. I probably have to make a video myself. This is going to be hours and hours.
When does it come out?
It comes out on Sunday. So this might be the most viewed Jubilee video.
Why Sunday though? Well, that's a
They
horrible
always
thing to
actually
drop.
post these on Sunday, which is not a great day because I don't want to spend my Sunday usually consuming politics. I might make an exception just because I am so hyped up about
It
this one.
just shows the that the audience that consumes this content has no fucking life to stick around on a Sunday. I mean, because clearly this is a popular YouTube channel, so they've obviously done like the analytics and stuff to figure out that Sundays are the best day to drop a new videos for our channel. So
Mhm.
like that's insane.
Right. Yeah. So I wanted to bring in another clip of Dave Rubin because he's also going viral recently because every prediction he made about the Iran war has been wrong. Even the most basic common sense shit, like the closure of the Strait of Hormuz, completely wrong. And it's honestly shocking how wrong he was. It's like he was trying to be wrong with how many predictions failed. I think this is the actual compilation. It was put together, let me just give them credit, by Dave Rubin Clips 2 Parody. They retired. Nonetheless, I guess they came back to shame him for this, shame him back into relevancy because it was warranted. Let me press play.
So allow me to make a prediction here in my prediction stuff. I'm not polymarket, I'm not call sheet, but I'm pretty good at predictions. And my prediction here is that everything that the media is now going to say about Iran's going to close the Strait of Hormuz and energy prices are going to go crazy and all these, none of this is going to come to pass. Gas prices are coming down and will continue to come down. If the United States wants to keep the Strait of Hormuz open, which it does, and Donald Trump said we'll escort ships through if we have to, it's going to stay open. This is the leader of the Iranian opposition. He has been in exile. His name is Reza Pahlavi. We have shown you videos of him before. He's the eldest son of the former Shah of Iran, and he likely is the next leader of Iran. This is the guy that, by all accounts, when this war ends, will go in and he will be the leader. And again, it will be different. Just remember, it sounds like the Kurds are starting to enter the country with arms to help the people.
He's the Jim Cramer of political commentary. It's crazy. It's stunning. Everything down to the Shah. Like, I think on day 2 or 3, I can't remember when, Trump was like, no, the Shah doesn't have the support of the people or something.
Yeah.
It's
wild.
It's fucking insane.
Take out the last vestiges of the IRGC. There's a lot of good things happening. This is Iranians, and you can hear they are chanting Bibi June, Bibi Netanyahu. In Iran, they are chanting praise for Benjamin Netanyahu.
It's so obviously fake, too.
Take out Khomeini, and you take out his number 2 and his number 3 and his number 4 and his number 37 and his number 42, then suddenly the next guy's going, it's a little hot in here. And then people start behaving a little bit differently. They've plotted this war, this extraordinary war that will be studied for decades, right?
Oh, it will.
For decades,
not for the reasons
study how this incredible war took place. That we are hitting critical infrastructure. We are damaging the regime, so hopefully the people will be able to take over their countries. Now, the question is, if you're going to hit power plants and you're going to hit civilian infrastructure and things of that nature, how do you make sure it's not going to harm the people, but just the regime? And when we have a Department of War that is not looking for war, but will perform war, then we are going to do it at the maximum level of competency. I think the way you can look at this, I haven't heard anyone else say this, but this seems to me to be the war to end all wars.
I just don't understand how, if you are a Dave Rubin viewer and you saw him say like 2 or 3 things that were just completely wrong, how do you still watch? How do you still watch? I mean, this dude very clearly, one, he's not interested in the subject matter at all. He doesn't care. You know, he's not taking the time to research it. And 2, he just lacks basic common sense. He's a fucking dumbass. You don't have to know anything about geopolitics in the Middle East to know that the Strait of Hormuz being closed was one of the obvious things that Iran would have done in response to the invasion. And yet he's like, that's not going to happen. Oh, guess what, bitch? It happened and we're losing the war. What do you got to say now? I wonder if he even acknowledges that, like, we're losing the war. I don't know.
How long do his fans stay on board is the part I'm wondering. Like, I just don't get, like, for like Ben Shapiro, you can see a lot of people are dropping off the project. They're like, yeah, fuck this.
Yeah.
You've been lying to me for years. Like, there's no point. Like, you just make us all hate each other while, like, you know, our lives get worse. For Dave Rubin, who the hell still watches this? Like, if you're
Let me look.
Yeah, somebody in chat said he has, like, what, 20K average viewers now with over 3 million followers, 3 million subscribers.
Wait, he has 20K live viewers, or he has 20K when he uploads a video and has it broadcast live? Because those are 2 super different things.
Yeah, 2 very different things. 20K views, not viewers. Yeah.
Let me. So his live streams generally get more content, so people are watching him live, which actually is a little bit crazy because you would think he would want to do pre-recorded videos just to make them more polished, since he doesn't know what he's talking about.
No, you're seeing the same thing I'm seeing, right? His views are in the toilet. Like, they're worse.
This is the live streams. So the live streams are okay, but when you look at the actual views,
insane.
Wow.
That's with 3 million subscribers. Like
6.7K.
To be clear, these are like my metrics, and like my channel has like 100,000 subs.
Right.
Wait, what are the difference between the videos that still get like 6 figures worth of views, and then the ones that are
6.3?
How is that even possible?
If he puts Bill Maher or Joe Rogan in the thumbnail, or Mamdani, apparently, it seems like that does help a little bit. But if he's
it looks like they've got to be under 5 minutes. Like the attention span of people watching these, if they're under 5 minutes.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah. No one wants a long Dave Rubin segment.
Yeah, no one wants any more than 5 minutes of Dave at a time.
I mean, is like anybody watching this of nearly dead Dennis Prager? Let me just see. Like, this is 32 minutes.
Oh my god.
Let me just click a little bit.
I thought Prager was dead, to be honest.
He is paralyzed from the neck down, literally.
Oh shit.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah. He made his first public appearance in a very long time, I believe at the end of last year, to scold Megyn Kelly for being anti-Israel, and he looked rough. Like, he looked really bad. I don't remember how he got paralyzed. It was an injury or something. I mean, when you're older and you fall, it can be devastating. But I mean, he looks a little bit better now than he did back then. But let me just.
I've been tested. Were my theories correct? Or when push comes to shove, do my theories fail me? And they've all been upheld as regards my ability to endure these things. Dr. Stephen Marmer, dear friend, of 40 years, a psychiatrist, professor of psychiatry at UCLA.
Okay, I don't think I could take it anymore. I just got to see the
Jeez.
comments.
I was also like, why are we watching this?
Yeah, it has to be a
Hey, I'll be right back, guys. Sorry, I need to quickly reset my internet. Something's going on.
Yeah.
No
So
worries.
wonderful to see Dennis. What a wonderful man. Prayers for him. Looking and sounding so much better. I mean, he looks a little bit better, but he does not sound much better.
He does not sound better. Yeah.
Yeah, he
No.
looks like he's going through something. I wonder how old he is.
I feel the same way about that I do about Mitch McConnell freezing in time, right? Like these vile monsters are in a bad way. Like, oh wow, at least you have the world's best healthcare available because you're rich as fuck. The same stuff that you deprive the majority of the rest of the people in your nation from because it's woke communist shit. So
yeah, especially with Prager, like the child indoctrination shit of the PragerU kids that he's been like proliferating around the country. It's horrendous.
Genuinely sickening shit. And they do this as they complain about LGBTQ plus people indoctrinating children. Like, bro, you are definitionally indoctrinating children, not just into right-wing propaganda, but also religion. And it's not even like a, hey, let's do this childish religion, like, Noah's Ark, that's kind of a fucked up story, but it's not even like I used to get these Fisher Price ass books when I was a kid when they were trying to indoctrinate me. They're just like, no, you have to accept that slavery was good. Little kids, like that's the kind of shit they're doing. Which
Columbus is literally saying, "Is it being a slave better than being dead?" Like,
right?
That was in a PragerU video, they tried to make Frederick Douglass, well, he was like a slavery apologist in their video.
Yeah, I saw that one. That one's really bad. That one's so
Those videos are a crime against humanity.
Slavery was bad, but they knew that it was more important to make sure they united the colonies before they dealt with all that other stuff. And it's like, dude, what are you talking about? Bro was an abolitionist. Like, what are you talking about?
It's crazy. It's so crazy. So staying on the Dave Rubin subject, I want to play a video. So let me just share this really quick. So Dave Rubin sat down for fellow right-wing homosexual, I believe, Xavier DeRusso, and this
is so fucked.
Yeah, they made straight up.
This is fucked.
Yeah, no, totally agree. They made straight up defamatory claims towards Hassan Piker that I think could actually be litigated. And Anna Kasparian, who's a subject in this, to her credit, she responded and she's like, what the fuck? And in the comments, they're arguing as well. I'll show you that too. I'll show you Hassan's response. This is genuinely a new low even for Dave Rubin. Like, he's never really had any standards. He doesn't care. But this is crazy. And I this is why I kind of think that he's trying to do everything in his power to become relevant again. because nobody's talking about him. Nobody really cares. Even leftists don't really talk about him because there's just not really there. There's nothing going on in his brain. He's not making waves. He's not interviewing anybody that we care to hear from so they can say something salacious. Yeah, his channel's completely dying.
Yeah, it feels like Hassan is getting a lot of like mainstream motion, and all of these people are like coming out of the woodwork to try to make like defamatory claims to tack on to the like newfound fame, right?
I think that's exactly it. Yeah. There's like a hate industrial complex towards Hassan, and he wants part of that gravy train for sure. But this is a minute long. But yeah, so by the way, this guy right here, Xavier DeRusso, he is a paid propagandist for Israel. He went to Gaza during the famine when Israel, and when I say famine, I just want to be clear, during the forced starvation of Palestinians, to lie about the fact that Israel was withholding aid. And he was saying, look at all of this food behind me. And I mean, like, that didn't prove anything because it's behind you and not in the hands of Palestinians. So you're not really proving anything. But, you know, he got a free trip and he got criticism for being a shill for Israel, doubled down, tripled down. Just like we're looking at two completely soulless individuals who have absolutely zero moral integrity.
Yeah.
But here they are now slandering Hassan Piker in the worst way that you can slander a public figure, basically, by accusing them of a crime that they didn't commit.
Studio in the office with them when they brought in Hassan, and he was awful. Everyone there. He harassed every girl there, constantly talking about his genitals. He was just awful. They basically made him work from home because he was harassing all the girls and wouldn't stop, including Anna. She'll never admit that now. I don't even care about any of that stuff other than to answer your question. These are terrible people. They are terrible people with terrible ideas. He is as privileged as it gets, comes from money, Nepo baby who got a job at the Young Turks and surpassed many people that wanted to be on camera the day he got there because his uncle was jank. And now ushers, you know, and he's a LARPing communist. While I think he's worth $12 million or something.
Right.
And, you know, he's going to Cuba and doing this like, you know, communism safari while these people starve. Fights for all the wrong things.
Why are they starving, Dave?
100%
Yeah, who's starving
order.
them?
I mean, he has said that. He has excused violence of his political opponents. You know, he went out of his way to say he understands why Luigi Mangione killed Brian Thompson, the United Healthcare CEO. He implied the same thing about the last guy that tried to kill Trump. So no.
Just actually evil. Yeah, evil shit, just dropping that. And it's crazy for him, of all people, to try to judge anyone. So let me zoom out here. So Anna Kasparian responded saying, Hassan Piker should sue Dave Rubin for defamation immediately. I was never harassed by Haas, sexually or otherwise. This huckster is literally making up sexual harassment allegations and pretending to speak on my behalf just to defame Haas. It's sick. There's also a little bit more in the comments. He responded saying, Anna, you literally told me they asked him to work from home because of all the sexual remarks he was making to you and other females there, and you couldn't believe that was the punishment. Maybe you blocked it out, but that's what happened. And then she says again, none of this was true. And since you're too smooth-brained to debate him on the Zionist genociders you love so much, you have to smear him like the disgusting, soulless little bitch for hire you are. That was a fucking body. And I'm wondering if he is misremembering, because Anna Kasparian said that it was Jimmy Dore who was sexually harassing her. Remember the news skirt controversy? I wonder if that's what he is referring to. Either way, Hassan jumped in and also responded to this because, I mean, how could you not?
Tell me they asked him to work from home because of all the sexual remarks he was making to you and other females there, and you couldn't believe that that was a punishment. Maybe you blocked it out, but that's what happened. That is crazy. He's just straight up fucking lying. What the fuck?
That's
dude,
wild, man.
Man, people who are, dude, desperate times, I guess.
That was the first thing I thought, because I was like, this is a fucked up play that I haven't seen someone like Dave Rubin go far enough to do. But like, you can't mince words here. He is fabricating a sexual harassment or sexual assault claim on the behalf of someone else, who then invalidated it. It's like you were doing this on the behalf of someone else who's like, that's not true. And then he's turning to her being like, you don't remember that maybe because of all the trauma or whatever the fuck. And it's like, this is so far beyond. This is fucked up, you know, and like I'm gonna be shocked if you know, going forward, the rest of the right, like how do you respond to this? This is supposed to be something they care so deeply about. They're always talking about how like women always lie about their like sexual assault claims, and, like they always make it up and that's not true, and like, you know, men get their lives ruined by all these women and all like all that kind of stuff. And it's like Dave Rubin is making a false sexual assault or sexual harassment claim publicly, and he has been, you know, obviously called out by the person involved. That's fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, why would any right-wingers even want to work with him? I mean, I'm sure they believe him or they take his side, but if he's willing to make up this shit about Hassan, he could just as easily lie about any of them that he interacts with, you know, interpersonally.
Yeah,
it's
but
just
it's team sports to them, right? Like they're gonna gang up on Hassan and they're gonna like amplify it even if they know that it's fake, because it's gonna get clicks, it's gonna get engagement, right? Like they don't
yeah, no, that's 100%. 100%. Yeah. So I think that it's important that we remember as we watch the Jubilee debate that it might be so brutal that we feel bad for him, but don't, because this is a fucking piece of trash. Terrible person, horrible politics. I don't even think he has a political ideology. I genuinely don't think he believes anything.
He's for hire. Like he doesn't care about anything. He has no values.
Yeah.
He got told that to his face.
Yeah. Hey, how's it going?
Hey, Ariana.
I'm surviving. How are you guys?
We're making fun of Dave Rubin.
Yeah, we're making fun of Dave Rubin. Are you a big Dave Rubin fan?
Yeah, I don't even. That's the guy that just talked about Hassan, right?
Yes, we actually just talked about that as well. But the big news is that he's doing the 20 versus 1 debate on Jubilee. I think it's called Surrounded. And
he is.
Yeah, he's not cut out for that. For all the debaters, it's like dunking on a toddler's Fisher-Price basketball hoop. And I've said this already multiple times, but I don't know why he chose to do this. It doesn't make any sense. It's like me entering a heterosexuality contest. It's not. I'm not going to win that.
Yeah, he's either getting paid or he has like a humiliation kink that we don't know about yet.
Is it because he has like an anger issue? Is that why, or why do we think he's not ready for it?
Because he's
we've seen the trailer. It's bad.
Yeah, it's hard to describe what's wrong with Dave Rubin without sounding ableist, because he genuinely...
Did you guys watch it? Wait, did you guys already watch it on stream?
We watched it twice, yeah. Okay. We could watch it a third time if you would like.
No, it's okay.
It's only a minute long.
I'm not going to put that. Also, congratulations, Lance.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, everyone doesn't know I'm entering daddy phase. I'm going to be Papa Lance.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I didn't know if that was public yet, so I didn't want to say anything.
I said it on chat yesterday, so she's...
okay. So I didn't want to be the one to spoil because I'm Lance, got anything to say?
Good job, Ariana. You ruined the surprise.
My bad. Also, he called himself daddy, so
there you go.
Oh, okay. Are you? That's got to be exciting though, Lance. Like that's really cool. Genuinely, it was funny you told me that, and then I was thinking last week you and I were joking about how David and Matt would never understand what it's like to be dog dads.
Yeah, I had to bite my tongue during that segment.
Oh, you already knew. Okay. That's super exciting though.
I'll say this because I don't want to obviously like dox people or give too much information, but like I have discovered two things through this process. One, everything you're told about the moment you find out that like you're about to have a kid that you turn conservative is a lie. That's 100% a lie. I didn't feel the switch for. It's like, oh shit,
you're not gonna be cheering for Rubin on Sunday? No,
I don't love capitalism. All of a sudden, I'm like, oh, this is awesome. And then the second one is like, yeah, it's been an overwhelming amount of joy that kind of puts all of the shit that we cover for our lives on a little bit more of a mute, because you're like, yeah, I mean, everything's fucked up, but there's some intense, amazing joy in the world too.
Yeah, there's some light, some things that make life worth living. You know, just a little ball of sunshine. That's genuinely so exciting. Are you excited or like more scared? I feel like I'd be a mix of both, just because that's so much.
I'm thrilled. I mean, it was planned. We've been planning it for a while. I'm old, so I'm not like part of my life. I'm in my 40s, early 40s. Yeah. So
You're not old.
that ranges. But I'm old by internet standards. I'm dead by internet standards.
Ariana, as somebody who is not in his 40s, I can tell you he's old as shit. Okay. I'm young.
Well, there's like 49 and then there's like 41, you know? There's,
yeah.
The second one. Yeah.
Yeah, because my dad had me when he was 45, which I think was egregiously old.
I think my dad was around the same age when he had me too, if I'm not mistaken. My mom was she was in her late 30s when she had me.
Well, crazier story.
Really young.
My dad's dad was 80 when he had him.
Wow.
That's wild.
Don't
That's a Robert De Niro
story. Basically, his whole entire life, he was on this pursuit to have a son, and he had like 20 kids, and they were all girls. And he was like, "I have to have a son." And when he was 80, he had a son, and then he died.
Wild.
So,
wow.
Yeah. No, my parents were young when they had my sister, who was like 9 years older than me, but they were still like 30 and 28 when they had me. But my sister and I always argue about like who the oopsie is, because like 9 years is a gap, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a bit.
Yeah. That is quite the gap. I have that gap with my siblings too. The closest I'm for my sibling is 11 years. So there's quite the big gap. But I will say, like, it's got to be exciting not just to like have the baby, but you get to like buy toys for the baby and clothes for the baby.
The cool thing about that is that like every single thing so far I've gotten for free off other friends who've had kids or other like relatives who had kids.
Oh,
like,
that's cool.
Almost everything's been donated, and it's a lot of it's like premium stuff where it's just like, yeah, this is like a top of the line like crib, this top of the line stroller kind of stuff, and like it's like, do you want it? Because kids they can only use them for like 1 year, right? Like you only get it for like 2 years.
Yeah, that's true.
What are we talking about?
Babies.
All right, congratulations, Lance.
Lance is going to be a dad.
Enjoying
no, Lance is a dad.
Yeah, technically.
Yes.
Yeah,
the baby is not a fetus.
It's a baby.
It's a human breathing baby.
Yeah.
Yes.
I forgot.
It hasn't been born yet, though. If that's what you're asking.
Wait, I thought it was born.
No, not yet.
Oh.
I'm having a child. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were memeing Ariana. I was like, okay, we're going to my American conservative.
No, I thought the baby was born.
No, not yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's really cool though. I'm happy for you. I think that is really like that is a light in this dark world. And you know the kid's gonna be awesome because he's being raised by normal people. So that's important. We need more normal people to have kids.
Normal people can raise a lame ass baby. I mean,
also true.
It's not a guarantee.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, what if they rebel and become conservative?
Oof.
It could happen.
You know what? I know one person who has kids, and this person is very, very, very politically active. And sometimes I do wonder that. I'm like, you know what? Maybe this kid is going to grow up and be like, fuck your shit. I'm just going to do whatever to piss you off. You know? So, because that was me at one point. My dad was super leftist, and him and I was a teenager, and I was like, God bless America. And he would get so mad at me. But
that's so mean to do to your dad, Ariana. How dare you?
That's gonna get clipped now.
I would literally look at him and be like, God bless America. And he would flip his shit out. Like, he would get so mad. But I would do it just to piss him off, you know? So I don't know. It's very likely. So don't be too leftist, you know, because then they'll know how to press your button.
That's actually good advice. Yeah, that's really good advice. Because they might want to rebel. I rebelled against my family after they raised me to be conservative, and now I'm the opposite of that. So, yeah, just instill good values.
Lance is gonna push. Lance is gonna push his politics too hard on his child, and then
J1 Communist Manifesto. Like there won't even be.
They're going to become a streamer, a streamer known as. Have you thought of names, by the way?
No, I haven't.
Well, let's just say a streamer known as Mance of the Kings or the Royals or something like that.
The Lords.
The Lords.
Yeah.
There you go. The opposite of the serfs is what I'm going at.
Are you gonna raise your child with indigenous stuff too, like ceremonies as well and stuff like that?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, because my mom did, right? She used to bring us to like a lot of potlucks, like salmon smoking ceremonies and stuff. I used to love that shit as a kid, and then it wasn't until high school that I started like being taught racism and shit, and then I started hating that part of my family and that side of the family. So it actually, like, that's one thing I was like, you gotta not do that again. Don't live through that experience a second time.
Like colorism?
Well, no, like I because I'm so white was able to in my playground like hide the fact that I was like indigenous, and so I would lie about that, and then I would like it got worse and worse as years went on because the kids at school were so racist that like I would then become racist overtly towards indigenous people, even though I was one at the same time. Yeah, so avoid that.
You were like a closeted homophobe, but for indigenous people. Like that was me as a kid.
well, being a closeted bisexual.
Damn, you were checking so many closet boxes, Lance. What the fuck?
When's the baby due?
In August. So if I randomly disappear in August from streaming
Wait,
for
what zodiac sign is that?
August is a good
Leo.
August is a good month to be born, if I do say so myself. August is a great month.
And it's the year of the fire horse too.
You're gonna have a Leo baby. Do you want to have more babies, or is that the only one?
Just one. Yeah. I'm not that vain. I don't need 1,000 lances running around.
Dude,
just like offering people horses to have a child.
The amount of men who tell me I have to have kids because I have to spread my legacy, and they're like the most mediocre fuck ass men on earth. I'm just like, you have zero self-awareness. So I love that you're just like, one child is enough. We love that for you.
That's weird that you get told that.
That doesn't
Why
seem
would
like a normal thing to say to a woman.
No, or to anyone.
You know how many men have said that? Like, not just to me, it's like a common experience where men are like, I have to spread my legacy, like I have to spread my name, and I'm like, that's
weird.
You're like a fucking conqueror. Like,
yeah,
what is this? What
are you a Roman legionnaire?
Like,
strange.
What the fuck? I think it is like a little there. Sometimes you'll talk to men and then they'll throw out little kernels of red pill, right? Like they'll be like, oh, women are super emotional nowadays, red pill. Or they'll be like, oh, have you read the book 48 Laws of Power? Get the fuck out of my face, red pill. Like there's little kernels of red pill that you can get. And that's and I think that's one of them, like your legacy, continuing your name, like the trad, have a bunch of kids shit. Like it's a part of the red pill stuff, in my opinion.
That makes sense. I feel like the women being too emotional is like so much more than just like a little tidbit. That's like a bullhorn, not like a dog whistle. You know what I mean? Like it's such a huge fucked up thing to say where it's like, wait, what? You're just, all women are too emotional? What? Have you seen the man who's in charge of the world right now? Like what the fuck?
No, actually, but it's the type of environment that they'll do it in. Like they'll say something to upset you, and then they'll be like, "Oh, you're being super emotional," and it's like, "Oh, red pill." Like you have to really have like an eye out for it, because so many men are red pill, but they don't say that they're red pill because
it's not his behavior that's the problem, right? It's your reaction to his behavior.
Exactly. Or it's like, oh, my girlfriend used to be obedient, but she's not obedient anymore. Like she doesn't listen to me. Right? No, it's not that your girlfriend stopped being obedient. It's because you started listening to red pill shit. I can't tell you how many women have gone through this where like their boyfriends or their partners start listening to red pill podcasts, and it's just like, it's dead. Like it literally just goes downhill from there.
I cannot tell you how thankful I am to be a homosexual, because I don't think I would survive as a straight woman, given how fucked up like the stories I hear are from all of them, where the shit that they go through is crazy. Like, I don't know. For like, if you're a gay dude, it's just like looking for a used car. You just list the specs and then you go based on that. No, nothing else. But like, if you're a straight woman, you got to put up with so much microaggressions and so much like overt misogyny. I feel like I'd be pissed off 100% of the time and just like not even bother.
It's so bad. It's so bad. The dating scene is truly the trenches right now.
Damn.
Yeah, I saw there's a comedian I saw a bit from like last week it was a female comedian I think in New York that was doing like crowd work, and she was like, I'll tell you the difference between like dating as like a woman in New York, dating as a man in New York. She was like, sir, what's your biggest fear when you go on a date? He's like, I don't know, that like I won't like them or that like they'll be catfishing me. He's like, okay, and ma'am, when you go on a date, she's like, getting murdered is like the thing that I am the most worried about when I go on a first date. Like, and it's like, yeah, those are the differences in the reality of dating between like men and women. Like right now, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Wait, we should do chat advice like Hassan, where we have people come on and we give them life advice.
Oh, I would love that.
Can we
I
do
don't
it?
know anything about life advice. I'm not very good at that. I don't even have my own shit together, but I would love to offer advice.
We did something like that at one point, and Matt Binder got a really interesting call, I think, from someone who was talking about like how do you make friends, and it was really cute because Binder's like, I like go to live music, I think was your advice, like go see a metal show or a rock show or something that
A
you're
metal
into.
show is crazy. You told someone who doesn't have friends to go to a metal show?
I mean, it's a good place to make friends.
Yeah, and like, well, just like a music scene that is inclusive, one that's like not like obviously don't go to.
I took my my son a couple of weeks ago to go see a punk show. He's 10 years old, and everyone was. It was only about 3 kids around his age there. Everyone else was old heads like myself, and everyone was super cool with the kids. And the band that we went to see, the Casualties, had him come up on stage, and he stage dove at 10 years old. And he crowd surfed, and everyone was all the people were super careful with him. I think those scenes, I don't know about metal. I know metal could go either way because it's very mainstream, but also it has that sort of, there are scenes that are not as mainstream that have that same camaraderie. But yeah, those scenes are usually good places in terms of the people watching out for each other.
I would take my kid to a rave for sure.
I don't know about a rave.
I would do it.
Well, those are what I went to. They're very inclusive too.
My 10-year-old could crowd surf. I don't want him popping Molly. Thank you very much.
You give your child Molly?
Yeah, there's dry raves too. there's dry electronic shows. There's a lot of stuff you go to. Yeah.
Bro, metal shows. What are you gonna do if your kid gets in the middle of a mosh pit? Just like literally just runs and goes in the middle.
Oh, my son was right there for the pit. He was right at the side.
He wins.
Wait, okay, hold on. A rave is not acceptable, but moshing is okay for a 10-year-old.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the type of people that go to punk shows are more my type of crowd than the skeevy types that go to raves.
Plus, like, kids basically bounce anyway, right? Like, have you seen the way that kids go at each other like bouncy castles? They'll be fine.
Let me just say this. When I was back in college, or right out of high school 10 years ago, the rave scene was so nice. Everyone was so sweet. There was a lot of pluriculture, a lot of respect. There were exactly. It was so respectful. So everyone was, even if you got lost, someone's group would take you in and adopt you, and it was so nice. Then the frat bros found out about the shows. Dog, I went. Can I just say a quick story? I went to a show on Saturday. The crowd was so fuck ass. It was literally every single minute, it was a cyclone frat bro would just cyclone through the crowd and not even say excuse me and just push you. And listen, I'm a small girl. I'm 5'3.5". So when a big 6'4" drug ass dude with a Corona comes running into me and I'm vibing out to the music, I get pushed away.
We all seen the Tasmanian Devil. Yeah.
Literally, it was every 2 seconds. So then there was a group of men that were just standing there and not dancing and just staring. And I literally huddled behind them and just stood there. So I was I literally I can't get cycled by another frat bro. I just can't do this.
The visual of just a frat bro spinning around with a Corona, trying not to spill it.
And it was a very specific type of archetype too. It was the New Jersey Italian frat bro that the Guido juice head type of. I was oh my
colors.
God, I'm gonna die. And listen, I was sober for the most part, but it's also like it was like a cyclone. It was literally like Tasmanian devils coming through. Frat bros ruined raves. That's all I'm gonna say.
No, I would probably agree with that. But that's the type of people that go to these things now.
Someone in the chat says Hurricane Chad coming. Yeah, no, literally.
I'm walking here. Did they say that when they were zooming by?
Like I've been to raves before. I would not take my 10-year-old to a rave, but I would take him to a punk show. I'd take him to a hardcore show. I'd take him to a metal show. I'd take him to a what?
Did you take him to Warped Tour?
Oh, that's nothing. Of course, that's the most commercial of all of them. That's the show he went. The show he already went to when I was 10.
For you, it's how mainstream the bands are. That's where you set the bar. If there's mainstream bands, you're like, no, I don't fuck with that shit.
No, Warped Tour is like a
edgy,
sanitized
underground, esoteric. No one knows who they are yet.
Warped Tour is a sanitized experience for like that was the show that parents felt was okay for them to drop their kids off to and not worry about it. They weren't gonna take their kids to like fucking CBGBs back in the day though.
Just make sure you have your son wear protective ear. Like
he had them. They gave them out for free.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, but those are the trash ones. You got to get the loop ones from Amazon.
You wouldn't believe the show that my parents took me to when I was a young kid. It was crazy.
Dude, my parents...
It was fucking wild.
My parents took me to no fucking shows. Y'all are so lucky.
You'd have no idea. Do you want to guess what show it was? It was the Spice Girls.
Madonna. Oh, nice. Spice Girls!
Yeah, I'm jealous. I'm so jealous.
It was when there were only 4 of them, though. So
when they did the reunion tour.
I would kill to see a Britney Spears show in her like prime. Oh my god. Oh,
I remember there was an old lady there, and she was wearing a shirt that said Old Spice, and I thought that was really funny.
Yeah, it's actually funny. The whole bringing kids to shows thing. The first like stadium show I ever went to is the funniest lineup. It was the Anger Management Tour in 2000. I was 14, and my sister was forced to be with her. It was Limp Bizkit, Papa Roach, Exhibit, and Eminem. Like, the weirdest
oh, I remember that. Yeah. I never watched it, but
that's definitely.
We walked into the Sky Dome, and before we got to our seats, there was somebody passed out in a puddle of their own vomit on the floor on the way into the show.
That's definitely like
how did your dad explain
the lineup for a specific type of person in the early 2000s.
Dude,
it absolutely is.
I was a kid when Eminem was getting big, and just for context, I was born and raised in America, but I went into kindergarten not knowing a word in English, and we only had Iranian cable at home, so I was cut off from the American world. I would go into school and kids would talk about Cheetah Girls and Spice Girls and Eminem, and I would have no fucking idea. Like, I thought they were talking about a candy most of the time. I didn't know what the fuck was going on, which is also why I had no friends. But I can speak fluent Farsi, so, you know, you give and take. But my parents really did not have to do that. I don't know why the fuck they did that. Anyways, but I remember I finally figured out who Eminem was when I was in 7th grade. And I was like, holy shit. I memorized every single song he's ever come out with, like word for word for word, because I listened to
it. Even FAC?
Everything. Every single one. And then I literally got into, and I was like, when he goes into, like, when he hosts a concert, I'm gonna go. I'm literally gonna sneak out. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I'm gonna go. And he never went on tour again. Like, he came out with Recovery and that, like, no tour, and I was shattered. I was like, wow, I missed such a core part of Eminem's legacy.
Yeah.
If it makes you feel better, one of my friends saw him live a couple years ago and said he's actually really good in terms of, like, you know, that white boy can spit kind of stuff. Even
I thought you were going to tell her that he wasn't that great, so she would feel better. But
no, he was apparently still really, really good live. Yeah.
There was this Lucid car event. This car, like this electric car, that's kind of partially owned by the Saudis. I don't know. Their shit's kind of weird, but. They hosted an event with Eminem, and I was there as one of, like, the influencers, and it was cool. He's kind of aged though. I was like, oh, you're not the same Slim Shady. But like he was really cool.
That's what happens.
Dude, Eminem stands are a little psychotic. I'm like, yo.
I mean, that's where the term "stan" came from.
No, literally, the documentary was about stans. There's this woman that has 24 tattoos of Eminem all over her body, and I'm like,
oh,
Jesus,
that's insane.
That's messed up. I was one of the people who hated Eminem when he was popular, and I was actually of the age where I should have loved him, but I was a really big hip hop head, and so like I thought he was just like trying to destroy the whole genre, and like he had no place in it. And it took like I think his second album before I was kind of like, oh, okay, yeah, he's talented. He's really good at what he does.
He's super talented. Like he doesn't even breathe. He takes one breath and he just spits a whole entire verse, and I'm just like.
Yeah, but Twista does that so much better. Everything that everyone says about Eminem, I'm always like, there's a better, But
Twista is like Ben Shapiro. He could spit fast, but he has no substance. Like he just,
Eminem does have better substance, better lyrics. Yeah, I'll give you that.
Yeah, I mean Eminem can get stupid too. Like Fact, like that's the song that I have memorized from him, not the whole thing.
Busta Rhymes is another good example. Busta Rhymes can go very fast. Yeah, he's very quick. But
I don't know. I don't think there's any rapper like Eminem. I hate to say it, but like I
love Twista, by the way. That's no shade to Twista. I love him.
No, I like Twista too.
He's more party music. I'm not gonna listen to Twista if I need like some soul moving music. I'm gonna listen to Twista if I want to get hyped up. Although he did release a song in the 2010s that was very sus. It never made, like, I think he released it as part of a mixtape, and it was like about how a girl that he knew when she was really young is now grown up now and she's sexy. And I'm like, oh, Twista. Oh, these lyrics are so disturbing. You sound like Ted Nugent.
So also, can we talk about... Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
Can we talk about how Eminem always has a porn star in his music videos?
Oh, does he?
I don't know enough about that.
Wait, you guys didn't know that?
I wouldn't recognize the porn stars.
I've seen his music videos. I didn't know they were all porn stars. I just assumed they were like models or people hired, but it doesn't really matter. I don't care if they're porn stars or.
No, it doesn't matter. It's just like we love a man who's pro sex work,
Oh, okay, yeah, well, good for him if that's the case.
I'm just kidding. He is liberal though. Like he did campaign with, was it Obama?
I know he's anti-Trump. I don't know if he campaigned with anybody.
He spoke at a Kamala rally. I don't know if that counts as campaign.
Yeah. I just don't remember if it started off with Obama or Biden. I don't remember.
No, he did. So he campaigned with Obama when he came to Michigan, and then he introduced Obama at a Kamala rally.
Yeah. Okay. That's. I remember that too. Yeah, he's pretty politically active, but he's definitely more on like the liberal side, not like leftist. But I mean, it could be worse. The bar is in hell for these people. So
yeah. The song from Twista, by the way, is called "Ain't Too Young Now." It features Tia London.
Oh, that's just the title.
People are also asking if Lens doesn't like him because he's white. It's not that. The best white MC, in my opinion, is LP, and I'd say go check him out. I also like LP more just because he's a production, like he's a really good producer, but he actually helps out like the scene. Like he helps uplift small artists, gets them and their albums produced, and like actually wants people to succeed. Like I also really like that shit. So I'm a big LP fan.
One of my mods was trying to get us to talk about snow.
I doubt the Americans won't know snow.
No,
Snow the product.
Unless they watch In Living Color.
That's true because the Jim Carrey
were the parodies. Yeah.
I don't know snow.
Do you guys know the song Informer?
I don't know.
Play it in the background without showing them the music video because you cannot see what he looks like first. You have to listen to like a minute.
Let's hear it. Well, are we gonna get like copyright?
No.
Wait, who's Snow? What are we listening to?
I'm gonna
hang on a second.
He looks like Michael Rappaport.
1 second. Oh, are you looking at him?
Yeah.
I'm gonna play it.
Okay, yeah, I've never heard of Snow.
Well, he only had one breakthrough track, which is the one you're about to hear.
Oh,
this guy.
I've heard this.
I know the song.
Oh my god. Okay.
Did you know he was white?
No, what the fuck?
Yeah, he is the nerdiest looking, like just weird average white dude. Yeah.
Interesting. Do you guys remember Bubba Sparks?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, he was fun. He's a white dude, and
He had a song about being ugly.
he had a song about the with the Ying Yang Twins called Miss New Booty. That was fun. I liked it.
Miss New Booty is crazy. Also, guys, the canary in the coal mine got shot. When are we escaping?
Yeah, I remember saying that too.
Wait,
Hassan, right?
Yeah, we all determined that Hassan was the canary in the coal mine, and when they went after him, it was cooked for all of us. So like,
Yeah, we're next.
I will say though,
Toronto's nice this time of year, so
I will say
I'll be
though,
there.
the string of events that led him to getting murked by Trump was actually so fucking funny. He had Ashley St. Clair on his stream.
I wanted to ask your opinion on that, given our prior conversations.
You already know how I feel.
Yeah.
She's so fucking annoying. And it's so annoying because she has a likable personality, and I'm like, it's
does,
so likable. It's such a likable personality that you kind of forget that she was a whole entire fascist for a decade of her life. You know what I mean? It's like she puts on the little cute girl act. It's kind of like white woman tears, but the opposite. She puts the cute white girl act on, and then like everybody eats whatever. Anyway, so she went on
Should we bring her on?
We can if you want.
Oh.
I'll tell her everything I said about her on like to her face, like in a respectful way though. I'll be like, I think you're an opportunist. Like that's just kind of what it's giving, but I'm not gonna fight her.
I think she's too famous for our show now. She's not going to come to Leftist Mafia. She's on Hassan's stream. Like she could.
Yeah,
big time.
we're small potatoes now.
I know.
I think she would. I think she would
You'd
go
be
on.
surprised. There are people that at her. And she says like, "Oh, well, we can talk. Like, let me know if you want me to come on your show." Like, she's literally on a press tour. Here's the thing: she kind of reminds me of Erica Kirk, but like a PR trained version of Erica Kirk, who like is acting like she saw the light. Like, I don't know. I just like. There's just something about her. Anyway, so
I only trust her because of the report of her like turning down like a $40 million NDA like gag deal to be able to like still.
I'm sorry.
Talk on stuff.
Saying that you trust Ashley St. Clair is crazy.
I don't know, man. Like, did you watch her Jennifer Welch?
I mean,
interview?
I believe what she's saying, but I'm not like I wouldn't like trust her with like I wouldn't give her like secret information as if she's like one of us.
She's to the
know
left.
What I mean?
The gates of the left. You're not going to gatekeep the council
Like
of bread.
I think she's on the right track to like doing what she needs to do by sharing the information that she has, but it doesn't mean like you give her information you don't want out there. Do you know what I mean? You understand what I'm saying?
Sorry, I just feel like standing by Elon while he's literally telling you that he's interfering in the election because you want his child is just so fuck ass, bro. Like anyways, whatever.
It's the classic like conservative like thing that they do where they can't empathize or feel or understand how other people feel until it happens to them.
Yeah,
and for her, right? Like she was insider with the conservative movement, and then she has this relationship with Elon, and he treats her like garbage apparently, and during a time when she's pregnant with a child and having a kid.
I don't know if I would call it a relationship.
I think that she had to experience what an asshole this guy who claims to care so much about children and have these conservative ideals.
Sorry, you have to fuck Elon and have his child to figure that out. Like
that's literally what this happens time and time again, where conservatives hate gay people until their kid comes out as gay, and then all of a sudden they care about gay rights for their kid. I mean, it's the same. We see time and time again.
The podcast with I forget the name of the podcast now, but Hassan's had them on a couple of times. The kids who talk to their parents and like have their like old like MAGA parents on the podcast.
The necessary conversation.
Yeah, so they talked about that. They talked about Hassan being the target now, and they were like, "Oh no, like we're going against Trump because we like Hassan. We know that he isn't what they're saying he is." It's like, okay, well, you can see that that's the case here. Like, can you extrapolate on that a little bit?
Right.
But it's like, no, it's only if it directly impacts conservatives. They like don't have the ability to like think in abstract.
Mm-hmm.
Right. No, it has to. They have to have direct experience to believe that it's happening, and even when that happens, it takes a major step for them to realize, even then, that this isn't just happening to me. You know what I mean? Like, it's how you become a conservative to begin with. Like, it's like you literally cannot.
You're explaining basic empathy, though.
That ideology.
Basic
right.
That's what basic.
Which they definitely lack.
Just like
I'm
don't
so,
have
like,
pattern
why are
recognition.
we? I'm sorry. Why are we creating dissertations for conservatives? That, like, she literally made so much money off of her book that bashed trans and LGBTQ plus kids. Like, I don't. I'm sorry. This whole like
She didn't make that
had
much
to-
money off of that book. That book was a failure.
Has she taken it down though?
She took her name off it. The book is still for sale. But like I agree with people saying, if you like, I want her, like, if you wanted to do restorative justice, just start this. None of this is restorative justice. This is just really good tea. That's what it is right now. Really good leaks, really good, like, damaging data. And that's great. I think of her as the same way I do Candace Owens, right? Like, keep circular firing going, keep going after each other. Yeah, not
No, I don't think she's the same as Candace Owens. I don't think that's accurate.
The only thing that like convinced me to like actually like listen to her a little bit, like the Hassan stuff, I was like, this is ridiculous. But when she went on Jennifer Welch and Jennifer Welch asked her like what her turning point was, and she talked about going back to school and like studying like Middle Eastern history and how like the Americans made the Middle East what it is now, and like actually started speaking to that kind of stuff, that I was like, okay, it seems like she's actually like trying to learn something.
Here's my thing. The only way for her to stay relevant right now is for her to continue to air these secrets about all the Republicans that she knows. That's literally it. That's the only thing that's keeping her relevant right now. There's going to be a time where this window, there's a 24-hour news cycle. She's going to run out of shit to say, right? Because she's obviously not in the Republican in circle, right? She's going to go on all these podcasts. She's going to do her rounds, and then it's going to end, right? If she goes in and she actually starts doing restorative justice, she starts helping the LGBTQ plus kids that she actually hurt. She starts helping Black folks because she talked about how she read all this Black literature. Okay, when I see you helping Black folks, LGBTQ plus kids, queer kids, when I see you actually using your platform to fundraise and help them in a way where you're repenting in a real way, whatever way your platform allows, right? Whether that be through fundraising or helping candidates or whatever, right? But if you're going to continue doing this self-dick sucking tour where you're just like literally going on all these podcasts, talking about me, these are all the secrets that I have, these are all the secrets that I know, and you're not actually moving on to doing something real and tangible with all of the hurt that you caused, I don't want to fucking hear it. Like, I just really
100%.
I think that's super fair, though. I think that's fair because, I mean, a lot of, I think now, especially in this climate, you're going to see a lot more people turn because some people don't have real politics. I mean, I don't know if hers is genuine, like if it's a genuine change, but you see a lot of people, like the Rogan Spear comedians, you know, the Tim Dillons of the world, the other guy, Theo Von, you know, they're starting to shift and turn against Donald Trump. And so, you know, there's a broader cultural shift that's happening because people have really soured on MAGA. And I think that it's good that this is happening. I think that it is helpful to us that they are doing this circular firing squad. But I do agree with Ariana that you do have to have a healthy dose of skepticism when approaching these people because you can't just let a match burn the whole fucking country down and then come back and be like, hey, everybody, that was bad. Like, there needs to be an actual effort to really try to right the wrongs that you did. I don't know what that looks like. It's probably going to look different for each community.
Yeah, I don't either. You know?
It's because, I mean, like, this MAGA, this is the worst shit that we've seen in modern American history. Like, Trump is he's putting up Hitler numbers. By the time this is all over, he will have killed like around 10 million people between him and Elon when you factor in not just war, but cuts to aid, deregulation, cuts to healthcare. It is disastrous. So I feel like I understand. It makes sense for Ashley St. Clair to try to parlay this into a longer term career. But I think that if she wants longevity and if she sincerely is sorry, I do think that there needs to be more of an effort to really right those wrongs. again,
Yeah,
like I
100%.
said, I don't know, like I don't know what that looks like. She has to talk to people and figure that out for herself.
Yeah, I think what Matt said like makes sense. Like, don't give her secrets, right? Like, don't welcome her into a movement, but like give her like space to maybe do the right thing at some point. Like, don't just write people off. Give people like the ability to, at some point, do the right thing.
I mean, listen, I think she has to do what she's doing now to build credibility amongst the left-leaning circles. So I get it. She's going on all these podcasts. She's going on Jennifer Welch. She's going on, different podcasts, talking to all these people, answering all the questions. But at some point, she's going to run out of shit to say. She's going to run out of secrets to say. And it's like, okay, what are you going to do then? Are you going to continue to center yourself and your history with Elon? Or are you going to create a path forward in a way that's actually helping the movement against MAGA and fascism? And I struggle with this a lot in this space, where I feel like a lot of people center themselves a lot. Like, there's a lot of egos, and I'm sure you guys have all on this panel seen this in one shape or another. I've seen it with creators all the time, where they start centering themselves and how they feel. And it's like, even we who don't have the history that Ashley St. Clair has to like, I continuously ground myself on a daily basis, and I remind myself that what my why is and why I'm getting into this. And because then you can go off some weird paths if you don't do that. We saw that with TYT, right? Like, it gets kind of weird when you don't center your ego and remind yourself what your why is and stuff like that. And so, I mean, she's all over my feed, so whether I like it or not, I'm gonna keep watching her. Am I a hate? Like, I think a lot of the chat thinks I'm a hater. I don't think it's me hating. I don't hate anyone. For me, it's just like, I just need to see something tangible that's not like, Libs of TikTok is a dumbass. Elon Musk was rigging the election with Russia. I'm going to need some more to actually vouch for you or even like take you seriously. And at this current point, I'm not saying that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I totally agree with that. For sure.
Yeah. So I also think white women and white men in general get a lot of like passes because this like whole, I used to be a Republican and I saw the light pipeline into the DNC is crazy. She's not the first person. She won't be the last. There's a lot of repenting that they do that just gets accepted and ate up immediately. Whereas
you saw at the DNC, they let a fucking, what was it, like a border cop speak, but not a Palestinian.
They brought up the parents of one of the hostages.
Oh, the DNC
war,
was bad.
Actually.
The DNC was bad. So you guys know I was there. That was before
genocide propaganda.
That was before I was on Leftist Mafia. So at the DNC, they brought multiple hostage families, not just one.
Yeah.
They brought the CEO of Lyft, multiple different CEOs. Oof. They brought Bill Clinton.
That is still so puzzling to me.
Sending Bill Clinton to Michigan was the thing that I was like, what are you
That was a choice.
Yeah, where he was condescending to everyone in the middle of it. You're like, this is so
I
bad.
I was sitting there and I was like, why are we cheering? Like, there were moments where I would just sit there and be like, oh my God, like, we're really doing this. Bill Clinton's speech, probably one of the worst ones. He is literally decrepit and dying on the podium, just like insulting everyone. Yeah. I was like, wow, okay. I guess. No, it was really bad. And then, on when did the DNC start? I don't know. The day before the DNC ended, I think it was on a Wednesday night or Tuesday night, was when we had the sit-in at, in the parking lot.
The uncommitted folks, yeah.
The uncommitted had a sit-in. And it was like genuinely, and I'm not even exaggerating when I say this, it was the most humiliating experience of my life, because the number of people who were pro-Palestine and in there as a form, like protesting, there was maybe like 24 core people, I would say 36 max. And like, we're really the only Middle Eastern people there too, in a convention full of thousands and thousands of people. And while the uncommitted was sitting on the asphalt, like begging them to allow a Palestinian person to speak, which, by the way, they had a representative from Georgia who's Palestinian who had written up her speech, and her speech was very milquetoast. It wasn't anything crazy.
Yeah, she was even willing to let them approve the speach, right?
Yeah, her name is Rua, yeah.
She's an elected official, which is just insane to me.
Yeah. No, they just like, They ignored us. And it was really like the pivotal moment for me. I kind of went into psychosis after that. Like, I'm not even joking. I didn't go to sleep, and then I missed my flight, and I called my ex, and I was bawling, crying. Like, I couldn't even see straight. I was like 3 nights of not sleeping. I was just like so pissed off. But it was like the pivotal moment when like Ilhan Omar like sat on the asphalt with the uncommitted organizers and cried with them and held them and cried with them. And I was like, oh, this is fucked. I knew Kamala was going to lose. Like, right when that happened, I was like, yeah, you're done. You're cooked. Because it's like people were going to vote for Kamala Harris. They weren't going to vote for an arm of Joe Biden. And that's exactly what she was doing. She wasn't doing anything to separate herself from the genocide that Biden was committing. She was just basically perpetuating everything Joe Biden was doing.
Yeah, it's not making it worse, right? Like the most lethal military shit. Yeah, it's awful.
Oh my god, yeah. Oh my god, yes. Wait, I was literally sitting in the arena, and when she was like, she started off by Israelis who were raped on October 7th. Then she was like, we're gonna have the most lethal military in the world. And then she was like, Israel is basically our ally, and we will continue to fund them. And I remember
Israel Israel has the right to defend themselves, and we'll make sure that America continues to give them the things they need to do that.
Yeah, basically something along those lines.
Yeah.
I remember I just got up, like the whole stage went blurry, and I just like ran out, and it was like a telenovela movie. I was literally just like sobbing like through protesters, and I was like, this is it. I knew Trump was gonna win. That was a nail in the coffin. That was when I was like, oh, we're fucked. Like, we're fucked. We are so fucked. And it's crazy because every single person in the DNC was like so tunnel vision, tunnel hearing. Every person I would ask, do you think Kamala Harris is going to win? They were like, yes, of course she's going to win. What kind of a question is that? And I'm like, oh, you guys aren't even, oh. And that was when the polls were saying that it was going to be a very close race with Kamala Harris inching towards losing. And I was like, oh, you guys are stupid, I fear. Like, what the fuck?
In total denial. I don't know if you... what was it like? We were doing a stream that night for the final day, and we brought on Cab. Yeah. And I remember, was it you, Lance? You came on a little bit later, and you're like, "How's it going?" And we're like, "Oh, it's terrible." Like, and I remember, like, we were just.
I don't think I was. Maybe I was late. I don't think I was late, but I do remember her being in one of the, like, she went into the room that they sequestered all the pro-Palestinian influencers in.
Right.
She's like, I'm in a room. Clearly, we're not allowed to like speak to anyone. They don't want us going on the press. Hassan just got kicked out. Like, there's a decided effort to silence people who are like pro-Palestine right now.
Yeah. So here's the thing: they didn't give me a creator pass. I snuck in, so I was kind of like moving through the cracks. I was kind of comfort based. Like, they knew I was there. They didn't really know who was giving me a pass. They didn't really know where I was at. Like, when Hassan was getting kicked out was when I started meandering everywhere, because I was like, oh, I can't be seen with the creators, because I knew they were going to, like, kick my ass out. So I was like, I got to go. But no, Kat was one of the only people that sat there all night, and she pulled an all-nighter sitting on the asphalt that night. She was one of a lot of us left at around 4 and 5 a.m. No, she was there. She was there the whole day. I came back at 6 a.m. I took like a 2-hour break. I came back at 6 a.m. and she was still there.
Damn.
So
yeah, that really was a turning point. That was when, like, I was feeling a little bit optimistic, cautiously, because she brought in Tim Walz, and he was doing the whole weird attack, and I'm like, okay, you know what? Maybe they can turn this around. Yeah. And then after that DNC speech, I'm like, oh no, this is going to be a lot harder than anyone
anticipated. That's why like 6 million people stayed home, right?
Yeah. It was very deflating.
I mean,
and here we are.
And it's crazy because Biden, like, let's put the genocide aside, right? Like, sure, he was getting super decrepit towards the end, but like, he was, as a person who was working with agencies and advocating for him to push new energy reforms and convince him to do different things, he was genuinely more progressive than the average president. Like before the genocide started, he passed a lot of reforms for renewable energy. The economy was starting to go up. Trump inherited actually a pretty decent economy, but it's like but then the genocide in Gaza happened. He was not pulling away, and then everything he did that was good for the American people, all of the investments he made in rural counties for internet, all these different things that he passed, it just like Trump not only reversed it, but his legacy ended up being Gaza. And it was just really sad to watch. Like, I feel like if he hadn't been so staunchly if he had just like stepped away and been like, I want nothing to do with this, like, we're not funding this, and he kept doing the progressive shit he was doing, he could have left with a pretty decent legacy, in my opinion. Like, I'm not a fan of the guy. Like, I don't like him. But when you look at the record of other presidents in general, he wasn't the worst guy. Like, he
ended the war in Afghanistan. I mean, that took guts. He got criticized for it.
Well, he would.
His NLRB was very good for the first couple of years.
You know, I mean, you could criticize it. You could say Trump initiated it, but he actually followed through, though. You know, other presidents didn't want to do that, and I think it was important. He also basically brought the drone war down to a very, very minute thing. It was almost non-existent. He would have been better than Obama, I think, policy-wise and economically. I think that he absolutely was too old. He couldn't fight for his full agenda, and that really also hurt him. But yeah, the genocide, I mean, it's not like he didn't know. Ro Khanna tried to tell him. He would talk about how I'm telling him that he's losing progressives, and he says, oh, I can't get Bibi to stop. So it's just, you know, he had his chance. And it was crazy is
giving them weapons would be the way to do that.
Yeah, and just not even a consideration. I saw today that Jill Biden actually was talking about how stunned she was watching his debate performance, and she thought that there was something wrong with him physiologically because she had never
didn't know up until that point. Like, they hadn't had a conversation in 6 months.
She said she had never seen him like that before. And what's crazy is that after that debate, she was like, good job, Joe. You did it. You won. She literally said that.
That's actually so funny because I know people who worked at the Biden administration and they left in 2022. So I know people who were literally flying with Joe and Jill Biden as their advisors on the president's jet, going to their vacation homes and everything. And there was a slew of people who left in 2022 because they could literally they were watching Joe Biden just become more and more decrepit by the day, and everyone avoided it.
Yeah, he was sundown, and nobody wanted to admit it.
No one wanted to admit it. And when this person told me what their job was, I was like, there's no way. Then they pulled out their phone and they started showing me pictures, and then their friend pulled up and their friend was like, yeah, I did this in the White House. The other friend pulls out, yeah, I did that. And then it turns out there's a whole group of people that left in 2022 who are all still friends because of Joe Biden's declining health. So
damn,
whatever Jill is saying is it's complete and utter horseshit. And like, let me just say this: behind every single stupid ass man is a bird wife, supporting him, and Jill is that bird. Like, I just, there's always going to be a bird. Hillary Clinton is a bird too. That's what it is. Like, for you to sit there, I'm sorry, for you to sit there with your full chest to be like, I couldn't even tell until that debate. Like, girl, this man was walking into the sunset. He went into the Amazon forest and he just started walking into it. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, we saw that happen. We saw that happen. That was a wild.
He literally did that. Yeah, that's not even. That's not even. Yeah, that's not even a metaphor. He just straight up did that shit.
Unprompted and like, let him go. He knows what he's doing.
Honestly, if he was gonna run as like the bridge candidate he said he was going to, he should have resigned like 2 days in 1 year into his first term.
Okay,
and prop up his successor, right? Yeah. In the same way Claudia Sheinbaum was propped up to be a successor. Like, that's how you do that shit. You don't just suddenly be like, I can do this. I will do this. You know what? I gotta go. And
like, he should have picked a better VP and then resigned 2 years and a day into his term.
No, this is where the whole conversation about ego comes in, right? And remembering your why and what you're doing, because he literally said from day one, I am just running in as a filler and my VP is going to take over because I know I'm old. Like, that was literally his whole entire campaign promise. Then Kamala Harris went to Nicaragua or Guatemala or some shit and was like, don't come to America. That was the last we saw of her for 4 years. He stopped sending her on side quests completely. I don't remember if it was Nicaragua, Guatemala. It was like the first 2 weeks. They sat her out. First thing she did, she stood at the podium. She was like, "Don't come to America. Stop it. Stop crossing the border." Basically. So then Biden was like, "No more side quests for you." And then
she was pissed off about that. Do you remember the stories about how she was apparently livid because they were essentially trying to pawn immigration off on her, which was deeply unpopular for Democrats? Like she was pissed. So he kind of like attached that anchor to her.
Behind every single stupid ass man is a bird, and Kamala Harris was the bird in that situation. Like I stand by what I'm saying. Like, I'm sorry for you to be like, you can't complain. You literally cannot complain. I think she is very established. Don't get me. Okay, let me just say this. I understand that a lot of folks look up to her, and I get that as an Iranian woman with almost zero representation because all of my representatives are stupid ass Zionists. Like, I get it. Okay, I get it. I get having solid representation that you can look up to. Okay. But you literally were trying to be Joe Biden even when you ran as president. Like, you were copy pasting everything he did as if that wasn't unpopular as fuck. Like, I don't care. I'm sorry. Like, she wants to come out and say she felt bad.
She was always shitty. Yeah, she was just better than a melting down Joe Biden. That was the only, like, people nowadays are like, well, you leftists were all about her, and I was like, no, it's just like the alternative to a dude literally dying on camera. I think that was
right. we were so distraught by the fact that, oh my God, Trump is an inevitability. And then, like, okay, you have somebody who actually isn't a corpse. She's living and breathing still. So we have at least a tiny bit of a chance, a little bit of hope. I mean, I don't think anybody who was advocating for Biden to get the fuck out of the way was like, rah, Kamala, she is the savior.
But I remember having the feeling that we could actually influence her before the election, like thinking that like she's going to be better on Palestine, right? Because she did that first press conference where she came forward. She's like, I will not be silent. And I was like, oh my God, finally, this is going to be like a different pathway. They understand the assignment here. Like, this is really important. And nope.
It was wild. People were like, yeah, she's not a corpse. So Kamala Harris is only 3 years younger than Obama is. And he was president like 18 years ago.
Damn. We've had some old fucking presidents over the
old fucking presidents that, like, somebody who is literally fucking retirement age is the young, like, energetic candidate now.
Yeah, I looked at when we were talking about Dennis Prager earlier. I looked at his age. I'm like, oh, he's only 77. I didn't think he was that young.
Yeah, he's running for the fucking Senate. Like, what is he doing?
Yeah. Yeah, it
guys,
sucks.
You guys already watched? Sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I cut you off.
Oh no, I don't have anything to say.
Did you guys watch the footage from the rally at Gracie Mansion?
No.
Wait, do you guys know what I'm talking about?
Oh, is it the prayer that conservatives were flipping out about?
No, it was the day before the prayer.
Oh, I'm not sure then.
Dude, wait, you guys missed this? Oh my God, the amount of content. Okay, so Zionists all came together to do this end hatred rally against Zoran.
Zionists came together to do that rally?
Yeah. It was right in front of Gracie's Mansion.
That's ironic.
In front of Zoran's house, and it was diabolical. Like, we have to watch the clips. I'm sorry, we have to.
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah, is that where the images from like some old 90s band were like playing some weird concert or something? Is that related? Am I getting my internet mixed up?
So. I didn't see that.
Yeah, they seem to be like making a habit of just doing insane shit outside of Mamdani's house at this point. Because didn't Walter Masterson almost get hit with a fucking IED?
Really?
Like, a few weeks ago?
Right. I don't know what it was, but
so the guys that were like throwing the like explosive or whatever at Gracie Mansion, Walter Masterson was there, and they threw it like over his shoulder.
Right. Yeah, I remember seeing that.
The video clip.
That was crazy. Well, Walter tried to go to this. He tried to go to this rally, and they kicked his ass out. I think they could recognize him.
I don't love Walter Masterson so much.
Yeah.
I wanted to go to this rally, but like, I'm genuinely like, I don't want to go without a white man. Like, I need Kowalski to like come with me or something. I need a big ass white dude that can like fight people, because I can't go alone to this kind of shit. Like, I'm just like,
they'll like
are insane.
They'll spot you out. They're super racist. You don't want to subject yourself to a hate crime. Okay, let me bring these in here.
Wait, actually, do you guys know James Maslow from Big Time Rush?
Yeah.
He was at this rally,
the
yeah.
biggest Zionist.
Oh,
now.
That's what I was talking about.
Oh, wait, he sang? I thought he was just in the crowd.
He sang.
Oh my god.
Did he sing like the Big Time Rush theme song? Like what?
No, but I just they're a pop group. Yeah, he's like a part of the counter rally. He's a Chud, isn't he?
Oh, that wouldn't surprise me. Okay, is there anyone you want me to play first?
I found this clip talking.
Which one do you want me to play first?
You could play whatever. I don't care.
Okay, I'll just start with this one.
Thank you all for coming over to my house today. Thank you. It's great to have you at the mansion. My second mansion, as you know, I have one in Uganda as well. And you know, I changed teams. No, I'm kidding. Fuck that guy. What is up, everyone? It's me, Zach Sage Vlog. It is so beautiful to see this many people out here showing that we are not afraid of this man. We are not afraid of Zohan Mamdani or his wife. We may be even more anti-Semitic than him. I'm sure she's up there painting pictures, exaggerated photos of all of our noses right now. But guys, we are here in all seriousness. Our lives are at risk under Zohan Mamdani. Our safety
was that Zohan
is at risk at Zohan Mamdani.
Yeah, it was.
Wait, was it?
Yeah, it was.
I think it was, yeah.
Oh my god.
These are not serious fucking people.
Funny.
Oh my god.
This is
Zoran
so
the
demented.
Destroyer. That's crazy.
I just want to look at some of these signs.
That sign kind of went
All
hard.
AI too. But the weirdest thing is to scream, "I'm not afraid of you" when no one's attacking you. Like that's such a weird thing to be like, "We are not afraid. We're not scared." I was like, "Who told you to be afraid? What are you scared of?"
Curb your anti-Semitism.
Curb anti-Semitism is crazy.
Oh.
Is it just like a bunch of people who've seen all the right-wing videos where it's like 9/11 happened, it'll happen again, and then they're all like brain rotten from that, and they're all just like, "We're not scared of you, you're attacking us," or that's just very weird.
Yeah, they're so afraid of him trying to give them, free buses and childcare
and healthcare. Yeah, don't they all get childcare? Don't your kids have childcare now because of his policies? Like it's wild to me. Everyone's saying he's doing like a communism, and it's every time I see a headline, it's the bare fucking minimum. That is like it's good, he's doing it, but like things like going after predatory landlords or trying to get the amount of money that a corporation like Amazon has not been paying in penalty taxes. Those are just regular government functioning things. That just shows you how corrupt Eric Adams and other mayors were. That this is seen as like some Disney movie,
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Okay, here's another clip.
Oh God.
Let's thank our NYPD for keeping us safe.
Of course.
From
Thanking
what?
the cops.
Deserve to feel safe, and we will never demonize those who are working day and night to make sure we do. Thank you, NYPD.
There's a reason why this white lady feels safe from the NYPD. Like this is so crazy.
Also, Zoran's been fairly NYPD friendly, honestly. He's disappointed quite a few of his supporters in that one area in terms of like the police.
Yeah, that is true.
He hasn't really ruffled any feathers there. In fact, he's been.
Wait, I think it may have changed today though, because I read something about him kicking out the NYPD commissioner and putting in a whistleblower in their position. I don't know if that was a rumor or not though.
No, they didn't know.
Here's another speech.
He did not get rid of Jessica Tish.
No, Tish is still there. Yeah, I just Googled it.
Didn't she get like demoted though to something else, or am I wrong about that? Because I haven't been following.
It's not like a demotion. She's still in the same position. She just reports to like a minister instead of directly to Zoran.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Every single one of you, stop being afraid.
Oh, you know what? I'm
to be
sorry.
labeled.
I just want to correct myself. Mayor Mamdani fires NYC sheriff, appoints former NYPD lieutenant, and
I didn't even know
whistleblower
NYC had a sheriff.
Edwin Raymond. That's what I was reading.
Oh, okay.
Hey, he also just endorsed Daria Lisa.
Yeah.
Oh,
I actually met with
nice.
Daria Lisa last week. She's really cool. I like her.
Yeah, she seems awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, she's cool.
When we had the biggest fight of our lives here. I want all true New Yorkers to follow these two sweet words that we have for Mayor Mamdani. Only true New Yorkers, all sensitive folks, just keep your mouth shut. 1, 2, 3. Fuck you! Fuck you! 1, 2, 3. Fuck you! 1, 2, 3, louder. Fuck you!
Not the Hassan poster in the background.
I was pointing that out.
America deserved 9/11.
That's incredible.
Oh my god!
The little hammer and sickle
on his hand.
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
The hammer and sickle. Love that.
Their sides are kind of eating. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, some of them are really good.
Zoom in on the text on the shirt. I'm pretty sure it says "I'm your ma'am daddy" on it.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure they photoshopped "I'm your ma'am daddy" on the shoulder.
It says NYC Mayor Mamdani.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
okay.
that's genius.
Is that supposed to be?
They honestly kind of killed their PR this time around.
Some of these are actually pretty funny. Okay, here is the picture of a looks like a van that they rented.
And they talk about leftist protests being funded by whoever.
Yeah.
What did they do to his picture there? It doesn't literally look like him at all.
They probably darkened it.
Oh my god! No, the
Like a
altered
beard.
images that they had of him in their flyers was diabolical. Wait, let me try to find it. They legitimately, like, they did the whole make him look like a terrorist type shit, like, or terrorist, like what their definition of it would be. Like, the way they altered his face was insane.
And they darkened his skin and beard and stuff.
Yeah.
We are here to live to fight another day. The most important thing that you can do is come November. That a vote for Kathy Hochul is a vote for Zohran Mamdani. A vote for Kathy Hochul is a vote for the Quran.
You voted for the Quran, bro.
A vote for Sharia law. Wow. How is he able to say this though with the Sharia laws in effect? Like, he still has so much freedom.
True. He wasn't executed on the street, on the spot.
Yeah, the theocratic authoritarianism hasn't like restricted him from saying this.
Hochul is a very, very tough time, not only for the Jewish citizens in the city, but every single New Yorker that refuses to convert to Islam, and the only one that can put that to a stop is Bruce Blakeman for governor.
By the way, I've only heard this from white people. I've never had a Muslim come up to me and be like, "You have to convert to Islam now." Not once in my life. I've had Mormons do that. I've had Christians do that. I've had tons of them, like, but I've never had a Muslim go like, "If you don't do this, you will burn." I'm like, "What? Oh God!"
Mormons and Jehovah Witnesses will come to your fucking door. Yeah. Whereas, like, if you talk to somebody who's like a Muslim, you literally will not know that they're Muslim unless like they casually like, "Oh yeah, I got to go to my friend's to my parents' house so we can go to the fucking mosque or some random shit
in the middle of the day and stuff like that." And then you're like,
"Yeah,
oh, yeah."
Yeah, like they literally do not bring it up because they don't want to get fucking hate crime. It's not like, no, you have to convert. Shut the fuck up. That's not, nobody's saying that, dipshit. Okay, here's oh, this is the one. I think this is James Moss though, I want to say. Let me share this. Okay, you guys can see that, right? Okay.
I'm James Maslow, and I was born in this city. My father was born in this city. And my grandfather, Captain Robert Maslow, a Jewish American pilot who called New York home, he helped protect this city and this country. 3 generations of my family have loved New York, and that's exactly why I'm standing here right now. New York has the largest population of Jews anywhere in the world outside of Israel. It has always been a place where Jewish families built lives, raised children, and found community. My grandfather did that, my father did that, and I carry that with me. But something right now is not right. Mayor Mamdani has refused to condemn the term globalize the Intifada. On his very first day in office,
Good lord.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
That's crazy that this is oppression to them. Wow. Okay, here's another one.
He refused to condemn it?
Oh, this one was funny as fuck.
Rama, his wife. I know I'm
Oh, never mind.
fooling no one. Your time is up. Get the hell out of Gracie Mansion. This is for Rama, his wife. I know in Syria, and ask your parents in Damascus. You used to take to the streets to us Jews and tell us, El Yahud Kadabna, U Palestine Biladna. Palestine is ours and the Jews are our dogs. I'm here to tell you something different. Israel is ours. New York City is ours.
He's just making shit up.
The Jews are the diamonds on the ground over your head.
What's that even mean?
I know.
You're the Jewish one out of all of us. You tell us.
If you see someone speaking like that on a bus, I would just take another bus. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, no, I'd be
Yeah, I would be very
not interested in whatever this conversation or situation is.
Diamonds above the Jews are the diamonds above your head? What?
Honestly, I thought you would know what he meant. I thought maybe.
Is he saying
like,
is he saying that Jewish New Yorkers are characters from The Sims? Is that what with the diamonds?
That's wild.
I these guys live in an alternative reality, like an alternate universe.
Yeah.
Like Mamdani has really high approval ratings in New York. Like the only people who don't like him are literally all the people that showed up at that event. Like literally, even the guy in the White House who they love likes Mamdani.
Yeah,
right.
Like even Trump.
It's hard. It's hard to hate a guy who's improving your material conditions every day he's in office.
literally, the only bureau that's like ranking low in approval ratings is Staten Island. Like if you axe out Staten Island, his approval rating would be above the roof. It's literally just Staten Island that's stubborn as hell. But I feel like Staten Island will come around too. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if they will. Anyways, I thought you guys knew about that.
No, I hadn't seen
Well, I
that
knew
at all
about
yet.
the protest thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I hadn't seen any clips from it. I heard about the protest outside Gracie, but I hadn't seen any clips from it yet.
I just seen an image of someone saying that there's like I don't know that band. I'm not familiar with their music. I'm
They're
probably
a boy band from like the early 2000s. Like they were really big in the early 2000s. And
No,
James
I was a
Maslow
real-
was like the hot one of them. Like
That
he was like
sucks.
the girl that everyone has. He's
Yeah,
like the
that's-
handsome
That's
one.
rough for the rest of the people in that band. Yeah, that's awful.
It is actually.
That's also true.
No.
It's weird when that happens. Like System of a Down has like some of the most left-wing musicians in history, and then one random chud, like super right-winger. Like it's just weird how it happens.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
know.
so
Very strange.
funny because Big Time Rush is still a thing, although obviously not as big as they were like when I was a kid. Like Big Time Rush was huge, right? Because they were like a boy band that all the teen girls would love. But it's so weird because James Maslow has like siphoned off and become this basically Israeli propagandist, a propagandist for Israel. He was uploading all these videos where he was like shit like, you know, globalize the Antifada is like whatever, all the shit that he was saying basically like wrapped up in videos. And he was going to Israel and doing all these PR, you know, stuff. But Big Time Rush is still like operating like everything is normal with him. And I'm like, are you guys not going to condemn your main hot guy? Or like, you're just going to ignore that?
Yeah, I mean that's pretty extreme. That rally was definitely not like moderate politics 101. That was some intense shit.
My thing is like, how can you cry about hatred towards you when you literally spew rampant Islamophobia, anti-immigration, like saying that, oh, Zohran Mamdani, go back to Uganda. Like you claim you're indigenous to the land, but then you're saying other people should get deported. It's just so weird. Like the whole thing is so that it's either extreme cognitive dissonance where like they don't understand how absolutely moronic they sound, or they genuinely believe this, or they're getting paid. There's no other way around. Like I don't get it. Like how much brainwashing have they done to y'all?
Yeah, it's quite the sight to behold, to how they can like on one hand condemn hate while they're like holding up these brazenly anti-Arab signs that are like so fucking racist. It's so crazy.
I'm not
They're
sure if you guys
right wingers.
saw,
It's a right wing
like-
rally. They try to pretend it's like a New Yorkers against Mamdani
Right.
thing, but it's not. It's
Yeah.
just a bunch of right wingers.
It's pretty
There
overtly
was-
right wing too.
Yeah, there was a pro-Palestinian.
That guy in the first clip, Zach Sage Fox or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
He's the guy that Andrew Cuomo hired to run his social media when he was running against Mamdani. Remember that shit?
Okay.
Yeah, he is. No, you're right. He was running around Manhattan making videos, like on the street videos for Cuomo.
That's right.
Yeah.
They're all horrible people, but they also are completely unlikable. Like that's one of the main that's the weirdest thing about this. Like they don't even know how they come across. They come across so horribly. It's not even like we just disagree with what the content of what they're saying. Just from a pure delivery standpoint, from a standpoint of how you present your argument or whatever, they are annoying, unlikable. They push. Every single one of those speakers would push away a normal person who was just walking by and going like, "Oh, let me see what these people have to say. What are they all about?"
It's the opposite of pride.
Yeah, it's
The vibes are
like,
awful.
and they're so
Tribe just
in their
isn't-
they're so in their little bubble. They have no fucking clue how they come across. They have no idea.
Yeah, Kowalski has a fact check. I just want to pull this up. He says that Mamdani actually instituted Shakira law, not Sharia law.
Okay.
So that's why there's a misunderstanding.
Whatever.
Yeah, that explains the.
Not for nothing. My favorite Shakira clip is still her doing cartwheels at like 5 a.m. for some morning show and then screaming. I don't know if you've ever seen it. She does like 3 cartwheels in a row at like 6 a.m. Yeah, it's like I don't know if she's on a meth bender and then all of a sudden showed up and then did that, but she's like, rah, rah, and she's like doing that's
Oh my god, I know exactly which clip you're talking about.
Yeah, that's my favorite Shakira clip.
I didn't know it was Shakira though.
Oh, that was Fergie. Oh, I got them mixed up.
Oh, okay. I was thinking that was Fergie. Okay.
Oh my god, those are some shit Fergie would do. Bro, do you guys remember when Fergie did the national anthem?
Oh, that was
Unfortunately,
horrible.
I do. Yeah.
That was so fucking
That was
never
bad.
forget.
The best ever was
Never
the
forget.
2024 Green Party convention national anthem. It was so. I actually felt really bad because the girl had I don't remember what happened. I think her voice cracked and she stopped and she said, "I fucked up." You haven't seen this?
that one is really funny. That is
I
actually
actually feel really bad for her because you could tell she's
I do
genuinely
too.
talented.
Yeah, I know. And then she was like, "I'm sorry, I fucked up. Can we start again?" And then like everyone's just frozen because it's like it's live and they all know it's live. She's like, can't do anything about it.
That's too good.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I found it. Here we go.
Nice.
Yeah, this one genuinely made me feel bad for everyone involved.
Because she's she has a great voice. She
I
fucked
know.
up. She needed to start
It
over.
happens. I can't sing worth shit, right? I get it.
Same.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rockets, Can I go back, please?
We're live.
Who is this?
Loomis?
God. The second-hand embarrassment is awful.
Oh, say does that star spangled
I love that everyone has to see the background holding their
for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Where did they find her? Where did this woman come from?
I don't know. I've never heard of her, but she has a pretty voice.
It was
like,
good
she can
up
sing.
until the crack, and then she just phoned it in afterwards.
You could tell she really was shook by that.
Yeah, 100%.
This was literally something that you would see on Curb Your Enthusiasm. So
That's wild.
Although I think a more embarrassing moment was when Steve Harvey revealed the wrong Miss America winner. Do you remember that? When he's like, "You are the winner," and then he had to be like, "Actually," you could see like the look on his face.
Take that back. Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah, actually, you're the winner.
They kicked his ass out and they never invited him again. They were like, "You're never invited."
That was brutal. That might be the only thing worse than that. I'm sure there's more that I'm not thinking of, but I remember that clip. I was feeling such secondhand embarrassment for Steve Harvey because I'm like,
yeah.
Oh, like you had one job.
Literally just read the name, man. Like it's not hard.
You fucked it up.
It was the way he paused too. Like I thought it was a bit because he does all the comedy.
Yeah,
But
right.
Like it turns out he was being dead ass serious. I was like,
Because his whole shtick is like he says a joke or he like does deadpan, on Family Feud. And he kind of like did that. So it's like, is he fucking with us? I remember I watched that.
That happened at the Oscars too, right?
Did it really?
Yeah. Somebody read the wrong Best Picture.
Moonlight
Yeah,
won
Moonlight.
beat La La Land. It's the biggest upset in like Oscars history because it was like an indie. Moonlight, by the way, is a beautiful film. Go watch
Great
it.
film.
Yeah, one of the greatest films in like queer history and cinema ever. But anyways, Moonlight, awesome movie. It was such a shock that it beat La La Land. Like Moonlight is this independent story about a black gay guy and his like life growing up and what that was like. It beat the Ryan Gosling huge nominated for 12 Oscars, supposed to be the biggest movie, all that shit. And then the person read out La La Land as the winner. So the whole like the producers, the director, everyone got up to the stage, and by the time they were up there, they're like, "Sorry, no, that's wrong. That's wrong." Moonlight won. And it's like, oh my god, holy shit, yeah.
Yeah, no, it was wild.
Yeah, Moonlight is awesome.
I still need to see Moonlight. I always planned on watching that. I just never got around to it.
It's really good. You'd love it. It's a really good film.
I need to see that.
Well,
should we
Super
should we get to super chats? Before we do that, Maple Takes, you are free to stay or bounce now if you want to. But before
I
the
have
people
a
who
book club to run, so I will probably bounce before the
Okay,
super chats.
perfect. Yeah. Tell us
What's your book club
where to
reading
find
right
you.
We are reading Arthur C. Clarke's The Light of Other Days. It's Arthur C. Clarke and Stephen Baxter. So we do some fiction, some nonfiction. This book's really good. It's like a future state where you can open up wormholes to be able to use as like a viewer, and they find the ability to stabilize it so you can open basically a camera at any point in the past or the present at any point on the earth. So there's like a spread in like in society where some people accept it. There's like no privacy, no corruption, it's gone. And then there's the people who are like rebelling against the like actual Big Brother kind of stuff. It's a really interesting book.
Sounds like Portal, the game.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, that's a neat premise.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's like basically if you could open up a camera at any point in space and time to check if something was being done in a corrupt way, does it end corruption or does it only end corruption for the people who don't have access to the technology, right?
I know under Donald Trump's America it would not, but that's still an interesting premise for a different dimension.
Yeah, for sure.
But tell people where they can find you if they want to continue to support you before you go, and then just plug whatever you want to plug.
Yeah, for sure, man. No, I appreciate it. Thank you for having me on. It's been really, really fun having a conversation with you folks again. Yeah, so I'm Maple Takes. I'm Mike. You can find me on Twitch basically every day except Wednesdays at twitch.tv/Maple Takes. Other socials all also just Maple Takes.
Thank you so much, Maple Takes. Everybody go follow Maple Takes and send him lots and lots of love.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Take care.
All right,
y'all.
you take care, sir. Nice
Bye.
chatting with
It was
you.
great having you on.
Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate you.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Bye.
Okay, so do we want to go with yours first, Ariana, or do you want to do? Well, Lance isn't here, so do you want to start?
Yeah, I can start. I only got like a couple. I can go through quick.
Okay, let me start by finding your first super chat. I think it's gonna be from. Oh, I skipped it. Oh, it's actually not going to differentiate yours because you're linked. So you might have to tell me the name, and then I'll have to just find it.
Nintendo gaming channel.
Okay, let me start there, and then I should be able to follow along. Is it it's karmic?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's karmic ordered by God, where illiteracy rates are not surprising because all of U.S. Republicans officially can't even read a book such as Project 2025. Honestly, our literacy has been an issue for decades now, but yes, I agree. Republicans have definitely exasperated it. Thank you so much for the $6.99.
Yes,
Looney Tunes. No, actually though. Looney Tunes, thank you so much for the Huh?
No, I was just agreeing with you.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I felt like I cut you off. Looney Tunes, thank you so much for the $4.99. Did you see Trump having a gay moment at naval ceremony when he said, "Let me check you out" to a naval soldier? No.
Yeah, I saw that. I think that Trump he might be a little bi-curious. I've never considered this, and I don't want to. I don't like the implications.
Wasn't it in the Epstein files though that he like?
I mean, there was the thing about him sucking off Bubba, and Epstein's brother confirmed that wasn't the horse. So I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I felt like we always knew he was a little.
Yeah.
Just went wherever his dick got sucked, you know, like children.
Yeah.
Grown men, grown women, consensual and non-consensual.
Yeah, it's.
I think it's one of those Diddy situations where it's like it's not really about them being queer; it's about them just being a problem, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very. He does say a lot of things that you wouldn't say if you really wanted to project this masculine bravado. You know, the way that Republicans talk about him like an alpha male. Benny Johnson was talking about how much of a beta Tallarico was compared to Donald Trump, who's like a real man, an alpha, which is funny coming from Benny Johnson of all people. But it's just so contrary to who he actually is. You know, he wears a ton of makeup, which would be taboo for men, you know, generally speaking, if they want to appear masculine. And it's just, it's a very, there's a disconnect there. Trump gets a pass. He can, you know, he could dabble in a little bit of gayness here and there, maybe suck a dick or two, but you know, he's still an alpha. He gets the gay pass maybe from conservatives. I don't know what it is. It's a very strange situation that I'm not able to diagnose or assess. It's above my pay grade.
I don't know though. I feel like some straight men also do exhibit like gay shit. Like I've watched like straight men like slap each other's asses like it's normal, and I'm like, I don't.
Yeah.
In baseball, it's called slap ass. There's a name for it.
Oh,
yeah,
name for it. Yeah.
I've seen alpha type men engage in bro sex shit.
You're entering kind of like sexology 302, where it gets really complex. Like I've read books on like, you know, how it doesn't necessarily imply one is necessarily like homosexual if they've had sexual encounters with men. They can have like straight heterosexual sexual encounters with other men that aren't necessarily based on their attraction to men. I was like, wow, this is far more complex than, you know, you would think the human brain.
To simplify, they're getting their dicks wet.
Yeah. Well, there is that as well. There's obviously that too.
Yeah.
But like, there's like, it's a spectrum.
It's a spectrum for sure. And I know, and I even have a gay friend, and he was like, "Oh, I was dating a straight man," and I was like, "What do you mean you were dating a straight man? Like, it's two men." And he was like, "No, you don't understand. Like, his whole perception of himself is straight, and then after he stopped dating me, he was a straight man." And I was like, "This is so above my pay grade that my brain was like malfunctioning during the conversation." I was like, okay, to each his own, I guess.
No, he made an exception for me because I'm that fucking, I'm the shit. Like, what?
I don't know. Like, it was such a weird. I was like, and the thing is, like, I fully believed the story. Like, the story and the proof he showed me was very much like this was seemingly a man who was living his life as a straight man that just so happened to date and be intimate with a man and then go back to women. It was so
I mean, at least he's bisexual. I feel like you're fooling yourself if like it's so weird. I don't know.
But to himself, he's straight though. because he's like, I've only fucked one man and I've only dated one man and I went back to being straight, so I'm straight. That's like his perception of himself.
That's Stephen Crowder's perception too, by the way. That big bisexual demon that went away.
I'm just like, okay, I guess. I don't know. Not for me to.
Yeah.
Not for
People
me.
are complicated, but there's also a lot of people in denial as well.
This is woke shit. Okay, I'm just kidding.
It's very woke shit.
I'm just kidding, chat. Looney Tunes. Oh yeah, wait, we just read that. Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Coyote Demon. Thank you so much for the $5. Ariana, I'm going to We Belong here in Brooklyn next month for Juneteenth weekend. Are you going also to be my? Oh my God! Congratulations! Welcome to New York City. Make sure you go to West Village. That's where the gay stuff is at. Lots of gay bars and such. If I'm not going to We Belong here, and if I was, I would not announce that on the stream. I'm being so real with you, but I'm not going to be there.
Yeah. I wouldn't do
for
either.
Safety reasons, but I will be in the streets, so you may run into me like other people in chat have. I've actually had multiple people in our LM chat run into me in the wild in New York City, so
That's so cool.
it is very possible. It's a small world out here. Matt, does that happen to you too?
What?
Running into people in the wild?
Every now and then.
All right, Nintendo Gaming. Thank you so
Like
much.
just people you know, or what do you mean?
No. People from the chat.
Oh, I've never run into people with an interesting experience did happen to me the other day where I maybe they've been watching this show. I was just at my home having dinner with my family, and I got a knock on the door, and I opened the door, and it's campaigners with Chuck Park, the guy primarying Grace Ming, who is my congressperson. And they were like, I think one of them said when they opened the door, it's him, like it is him or something like that. Like they saw my name when like on the app when you go to knock on doors. And they were like, they recognized my name and were wondering if it was me or just another guy with my name.
I've had that happen to me
And
before too.
And they were like, oh, like we watched the Majority Report, and I was like, oh, cool, yeah. I was like, I don't know what you do in that situation. There are two people who know where I live now.
Yeah.
That's
I hope
so
their
funny.
politics never changes.
It's gonna be a scary
I've had
time.
that happen
for
too.
you. Yeah, go on.
No, I'm done. Was it this Nintendo gaming channel for you, Ariana?
Yes.
Okay.
279. Thank you so much. Ironic. U.S. red states under keep its citizen dumb. Yes, we do keep our citizens dumb by design. Thank you, Nintendo. Nintendo, thank you so much for the $6.99. U.S. fake Christian, aka U.S. Republican, genuinely believe indigenous people no longer exist in the USA. They believe a lot of fucking stupid shit, but yeah, that's one of them. Thank you so much for the $6.99. Super Platinum Man, thank you so much for the $5. An Iranian Zionist singer named Ghazal Mizrahi from LA came to the Anti-Mamdani protest at Gracie Mansion. People from Cali came to the protest. LOL.
Oh my God, they're not even in New York. That's funny.
I mean, yeah, I didn't go. I just so happened to be in DC, right where all the Zionists had congregated right after October 7th. And I was staying on the street where all of the buses of kids in Hebrew school had parked for blocks. And it was literally buses from Florida, buses from New Jersey, from New York City.
It was like a rally.
It was a rally for Israel.
Oh, I see.
And literally all of them were bussed out, and they were all Hebrew school kids because it literally said on their buses like Hebrew school. And they were all getting back on their buses and going back to where they came from. I'm not even trying to be like.
Was it like a national? Was it supposed to be like a national rally? Oh,
It
okay,
was
I guess
like
that
a
makes
rally
sense.
for Israel in DC, but like they had bussed a shit ton of people in. Like a lot of
But
those.
logistically, that makes more sense than like people protesting the NYC mayor. It's like if you're from LA, what does the NYC mayor have to do with you? It's a little bit. It just seems like stay in your lane. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, you think that, but to them, this is like their movement.
Yeah.
They were protesting Mamdani not going to the Israeli parade. That's what they were.
Why would you want to celebrate a country doing a genocide? Like, it would have been outrageous if he went to that fucking parade. Would you go to a fucking German parade during the Holocaust? These people don't understand that individuals who are actually aware of what's going on, they don't want to be associated with Israel because Israel's doing a genocide and they're an apartheid state. I feel like if you can't understand that, you have to stop. You shut the fuck up, reevaluate your life, and educate yourself. It's you who's the problem.
It's literally all propaganda. Like, they're all brainwashed.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Okay, Kowalski, thank you so much for the $10. Ariana, you have to have children to keep your legacy alive. I just have Mike raise them. He isn't busy.
I'm not raising no fucking kids.
I'm not Redfield, by the way. We just need children to fund our future social security programs. Honestly, I would have Mike raise my kid if I were to ever have one.
I would never.
But he wouldn't take my kid, so your plan is...
Do you know how much, like, Lego sets that they would fuck with? They think it's a toy when they're display pieces. I can't have that. My cat already...
Oh my god, you're a Lego collector, too?
Are you?
For some reason, like, the past 3 guys that have tried to date me are all Lego collectors, so, like, I know a little bit about it.
It seemed like really share something in common. Instead, it's like, no, it's just very problematic behavior.
It's just like weird. Like,
every man who is above the age of 20 is into Lego, and every woman above the age of 25, there's a 50% chance they're going to be into Lego.
I did not know it was such a boy thing.
It's not necessarily just a boy thing, actually. It depends on where you go, right? On YouTube, it's mostly dudes. On TikTok, it's disproportionately women based on what I've seen. Maybe it's just my algorithm. But yeah, it's a huge fucking community now. It's crazy. Wow. Yeah.
Good to
Even
know.
Anthony from Do Not Worry Pod, he's a Lebanese streamer. He is a big AFOL now, adult fan of Lego. He does his streams, his builds live on stream. It's crazy how mainstream it is, because like I got into it during the pandemic, like during the height of the pandemic, when I bought like a little Super Nintendo set and I built it, and I'm like, this was lovely. This made me feel like a kid again. It was very relaxing. Like, I want that again. Yeah, and so they make a bunch of like adult-centric sets. It's a little bit nostalgia baity. They really prey on millennials and Zoomers with like, hey, here's this thing. Like, they're making a Power Rangers set now, apparently. Like, all the shit that we grew up with just to get us, and it's gonna work. But yeah, it's a fucking huge thing. Too. Yeah, it's that's the problem, is it is really expensive, but it's so calm. All of my niece's boyfriends that I meet, like their new boyfriends, they're all into Lego as well.
There you go. Crazy. You have something in common with the heteros.
I do, actually. Yeah, it's like it's kind of a it's not just a hetero thing, believe it or not, as well. There's a lot of gays as well.
Wow. Okay.
It's very weird. Yeah, it's
you know what? I would prefer a man to be into Legos than Andrew Tate, so knock yourself out.
True. It just depends on what kind of a Lego collector they are, because if their shit is all cluttered and they've got shit all over their house, you know, that's probably a red flag. Yeah, if you step on Legos, that is a red flag. That's problematic behavior. You want to run.
I'm dead. Okay, I'm gonna go through these quick because I know Lance has people to go back to. The Bay photo, thank you so much for $4.99. Ashley St. Clair and Hassan set her pick-me behavior back 5 years ago. 5 years. Truth be told, I feel like she spilled so far isn't that profound. I'm just gonna go through this really quick. The chain of events for Hassan getting subpoenaed or whatever, federally, whatever it is, indicted, whatever, was actually crazy because Ashley St. Clair was like mad flirting with him. Well, she was being super giggly. I don't know if she was flirting with him or not, but then she uploaded this video where she was like, "Mama, I'm in love with a criminal." Basically, Elon Musk went after him after Ashley St. Clair went on his stream. Then she uploaded this video where she put a picture of him on the video and she was like, "Mama, I'm in love with a criminal," with Hassan Piker. And then this article came out that it was like Ashley St. Clair and Hassan Piker reportedly had sex. It's such a shit show. I don't even know, but the whole thing was honestly a mess. I think the canary in the coal mine went into the coal mine because he had Ashley St. Clair on a string. That's just me, though. That's just me.
I mean, anything's possible with this administration. But if I had to guess, I saw that Ashley St. Clair thing too. I think she might be doing that to get under Elon Musk's skin because she knows that he hates Hassan. So I think maybe she wants to.
Yeah, that T-shirt specifically, the one where it's like, "I'm not the dad. I'm the dad who stepped up."
Yeah,
I'm not the real
like
dad.
I think she knows what she's doing, and it's the same with Grimes, right? Like there was a bunch of jokes about Grimes after she went on Hassan's stream once she broke up with Elon Musk.
Well, she also was staring at him, and she was like, "You have big muscles." Like, did you guys not see that?
Oh, the Grimes. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Like,
and Elon Musk does not have big muscles. I don't think he's ever been to a gym in his life.
No, he does not. Oh God, what a shit show.
Yeah.
Elon Musk is acting like Genghis Khan out here. All right. Anyways, V-Man, thank you so much for the $10. I want to announce MAGA PNP, governor of Puerto Rico, called a state of emergency on coastal erosion. Maybe if she didn't greenlight coastal construction and listen to experts from UPR, we wouldn't be here. God, I'm so sorry. I feel like, okay, I don't know why I was speaking above my eyes were just showing. I'm so
I
sorry.
can move the chat.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Okay, there we go. Because I was literally like this. I was like, wait, why do I look like that? That's so sad. I'm so sorry. Yeah, Puerto Rico's been going through it, man. Thank you so much for the $10. I remember Harris making a stop in Puerto Rico, and crowd had formed, and she was protesting her with traditional plana music, and she was oblivious and clapped along until a translator told her what they said. Do you guys remember that clip?
No. I don't know.
Oh my
if I saw
God.
this.
Basically, it was like a protest with like indigenous music, and like she was clapping along, and then the translator whispered in her ear while she was clapping, and then she stopped and she just stood there. It was so awkward.
What was the translation? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
Oh, that's so painful.
If you find the video, please send it, because I don't.
I thought it was Michael Dukakis, but one of the politicians was given a tamale, and he like bit into the fucking corn husk like right away. He's like, "Oh, great!" Like right into the. I can't remember which politician it was. I always thought it was Michael Dukakis, but I tried to look it up and find the clip, and it wasn't him, so I couldn't find it. But funniest fucking shit ever.
I love when that happens. It's like, what? Yeah. I have to be a human for a couple seconds.
Oh, I love these. I eat them all the time.
Like when Hillary Clinton went to go see the house when she was campaigning, and she looked mortified. Did you guys see that picture?
I thought you were gonna
put the plant in the sink.
She's just standing there like she saw a sleep paralysis demon. What?
I thought you were bringing up the hot sauce when she was trying to be like, I'm relatable. I love hot sauce. I love the hottest of sauce. I keep it in my purse all the time.
Oh.
I mean, that too.
And she said it on the Breakfast Club.
That's what
and
it was.
They called her out immediately. And she
that's
like
kind of lightweight racist. Like, why are you going on the Breakfast Club?
I don't know.
Why can't you just embrace white people shit? Like, why can't you go on there and just be like, I love a cold Bud Light at the end of my day? Like, I don't know. Embrace your culture.
Fresh jar of warm mayonnaise and an unsalted boiled chicken.
A good old hamburger.
This is unrelated, but I was on the Oregon subreddit, and somebody was asking people from Oregon, they were going to move here, and they're like, I'm in a biracial relationship. You know, I'm black, my boyfriend is white, and I'm just curious, like, are we safe? Like, is there racism? Like, what have been your experiences? And like somebody who's black chimed in, and she's like, you know, I haven't really experienced a lot of racism, but in certain areas in Portland, they almost treat you like a novelty if you're black, to where, you know, you're like, they make a spectacle out of you. And somebody responded, like, well, can you give us an example? What does that mean? And she's like, yeah. So this lady was like really overly nice to me and immediately brought up Black Lives Matter and George Floyd. And
it's like Get Out the movie, but in real life.
Yeah, dead ass. And yeah, and the way she wrote it made me like feel mortified as a white person. I'm like, oh my God, people in Portland would fucking do that shit and have zero self-awareness. Oh no. So yeah, it reminded me of that. Just gut wrenching. And she's like, I think that, like, you know, it's nice sentiment, but I think that the goal is for us to just be treated like everybody else. Like she put it in a very like nice, hipster Portland way to like, but really it was humiliating the way she described this interaction for the lady.
Wow.
God. Okay, always love hearing your takes. Thank you so much for the $25. Tigwig, thank you so much. I'm with you on Ashley St. Clair. Thank you. Solidarity, I appreciate it. Old Man Philly, thank you so much for the $5. Hell, most Christians don't even read their Bible. Exactly, thank you. V-Man, thank you so much for the $20. PR's right-wing pro-statehood government hates UPR, the University of Puerto Rico, because one of its founders was independent leader Jose de Diego, and much of its professors lean towards independence, so they ignored them out of spite. Honestly, a lot of universities, I feel like, have that kind of energy and history, especially when it comes to places like Puerto Rico. But at least you guys have that university. Like, that's super important, especially for resistance. Thank you so much for the $20. I appreciate you. T-Mike, $5. Late catching up to your stream. 45. Just had a baby, 2.5 weeks old. You're doing a great job. Thank you. Oh my God, Mike,
Congratulations.
That's huge.
So many babies.
You guys are all having babies for us because I'm not gonna have one. I don't think. Kowalski, Legos are by Mike, probably $2. Thank you so much. Also, I missed something Kowalski said. He said Mamdani instituted Shakira Lana Sharia law, but we already read that. So
yeah.
Oh, V-Man sent the video to you on Blue Sky.
To me?
Yeah, on Blue Sky. The video of Kamala Harris in Puerto Rico.
Okay, let me see if I hope I'm logged into Blue Sky.
Fart
yeah, I am logged in.
Is our last super chat. Fart Twain says,
okay, I'll read that and then I'll pull this up.
No worries. Is the Lego a deal breaker? Be honest, Ariana. Honestly, no. I think it's really endearing when people have hobbies like Legos or shit like that. I think it's so cute. I think it's super wholesome, and like I said, I would prefer something like that over someone that's red pilled or listens to podcasts that are like alpha male podcasts. You know what I mean? If anything, I'll buy you Lego sets. Shit, like I'll buy you a Lego set for your birthday. I love men who have hobbies that aren't, you know, hurting society. You know what I mean? It could be the lamest shit on earth. I don't care. Like, I don't find Legos lame, to be clear. I think that's one of the cooler ones. But like,
it's one of the things that you can actually make friends with now too, because there's actually like Lego communities, like there's Lug groups, Lego user groups where you can kind of like exchange sets and just like talk about it. And you could build it like with somebody. They often have like 2 instruction booklets, so you can do that as like a date. I see TikTokers doing that kind of shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's.
But also though, shit. Okay, like I did meet one of my friends loves bird watching, and I'm like, that's all you, gang. Like I'm not gonna go out and watch some fucking birds. But something like Legos, I think it's so cute and wholesome. So I'm done with my supers.
Okay, I'll pull up.
Thank you so much for all the money, chat. I really appreciate you.
Oh, let me get the chat out of Lance's face here.
Oh, no, that's fine. Cover my face.
The chat isn't in Lance's face.
I
should read super chats.
Yeah. Do you want? I can play the video afterwards.
Yeah.
Do you want me to play it first?
Yeah, goodness.
Okay.
Do it.
Oh no.
Long explanation.
Oh.
It's like a minute in.
She's just like, no.
So awkward.
Oh god.
Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice?
So awkward.
Oh my god.
So fucking awkward. Thank you so much for that video, man. That was hilarious. All right, and with that, I'm out. Lance, congratulations again. If there's more people out here that need to have babies, it's people like you. So congratulations.
That's so kind of you. Appreciate that. Really
That's a huge compliment. I don't say that to people. So please take that very deeply.
Yeah, that means a lot.
I fear most people should not be having babies, but I'm not going to get into that. Okay, guys. Love you guys so much.
Take care, Ariana.
I'll see you guys next week. Bye, chat.
Bye.
Oh, Okay, so it gets even worse. That song was a protest song against her.
No.
Yeah, Kamala Harris slammed for clapping alongside to a Puerto Rico protest song. The lines are, "We want you to know, Kamala, what you did come here for. We want you to know what you think of the colony." That's apparently the line.
Bro.
Yeah, that's according to Yahoo Entertainment.
Oh my God. Americans got to learn how to speak Spanish. I say that as somebody who needs to learn more too. We need more than just the basic fucking shit. Like, otherwise, that shit's gonna happen.
All right, I'll read through these super quick. Thank you for all the baby wishes, everybody. Very kind of you all. Wanda MD79 with the 499. I heard your wonderful news yesterday. Congratulations. You will be a fantastic dad. That's so kind of you. Tokyo Hans, member for 27 months. Next on Jubilee, Lance from the Serfs versus 100 Marjorie Taylor Greens. I'm with Mike. I don't think I would accept Jubilee's offers. I think they're bad. They're bad company. Venetia Dream, thank you so much for the 10 pounds. Congratulations, Lance. I appreciate it. So kind of you. Looney Tunes, thank you for the 499. Congrats, Lance. We must do the impersonation contest before you take off. I'm not taking off. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just going to, do the Matt Binder thing and try to be a dad in the background. Tokyo Hands, thank you for the diaper money. I appreciate that so kindly. The Bay Photo, thank you for the 499. Congrats, Lance, and to Chico on being a big brother. He's thrilled. Chico could not be more excited. Evan from Portland, thank you for the 27 months. Congrats, Lance. You're going to be a great dad. Here's some unsolicited advice. Get used to taking unsolicited advice. Fighting it will not help. I appreciate that. I will take your advice. Prairie Fire Neb, thank you for the $10. Congrats on the future video gamer you're having. Be sure to let them in the US so they have dual citizenship, just to own MAGA. It'll only cost $20,000 to do that. Is that how much the visa costs? Isn't that like $1 million?
I'm not really sure. Well, the Trump Gold Card is like $5 million.
Okay, so yeah, that's really expensive.
If you just have your baby in an American hospital, it'll have citizenship automatically, although it's going to cost you like $100K. No, not $100K. It may be like $20K. I don't remember let me actually Google how much it costs to have a baby in the US.
I'm definitely not going to do this because I know it's a crime, but I'm just curious. In essence, my parents in Langley live like right beside the border of the US. Like as a kid, you were able to just like walk across it. Like you don't even, there's no border. There's not like a fence or anything. It's literally just people's yards. There's like a street and then there's like one yard and then there's like another yard. I'm wondering if you crossed into the forest and you had a kid, would that kid be dual citizen just because of the fact that
that's the way the law works. I mean, it's if you have your baby on U.S. soil, that baby has U.S. citizenship. So yeah, technically, I believe it would be the case.
Wow.
But also, since they're of Canadian parents, like I think your guys' system, you have to just have like it's automatic citizenship. I don't know how it works in Canada. I forgot what it's called. It's like jus soli law. I don't remember.
It is a Latin word, but yeah. So it means that you can be both a Canadian citizen and also have inherited citizenship as well. I think if your parents are citizens, like you can be born in another country, but if you are the son of a Canadian, you can still become a Canadian kind of thing.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
I see.
But that's the same thing with the US, isn't it? Like you'd have to apply, I assume, and then
yeah, I'm not really sure.
Yeah. Oh, and that's why Elon is Canadian. I get it. All right.
Okay.
Old man in Philly. Thank you so much for the $5. Back in the day, we called slap ass hitting the triple. Hell yeah. Everyone likes a good slap ass. Not my Michael X. Thank you so much for the incredibly generous $20. Congratulations, Lance, from one early 40s young man to another. I appreciate you. Big thank you to the Lib. I don't know if I can pronounce the second word, but for subscribing with Prime, very kind of you. Silly Billy. I don't know if that's Silly and Billy, if that's a secret account created by the Vanguard. If it is, thank you so much, Vanguard, for the 10 gifted subs. But if it's just a random person called Silly Billy 01, thank you as well. Shout out to Actual Jake for rating us while we were streaming. Thank you for the raters. Everyone go to twitch.tv/Actual Jake. Thank you to Peacefire Now for rating while we were streaming. Everyone go to twitch.tv/Peacefire Now. And D Dirk Chisel, thank you for the Prime. That's it for me, everybody. Take it away. I may randomly drop out in 15 minutes if I disappear. That's why, but I will say next. Yeah.
Did you want to go first, Matt, or did you want me to go?
You could go.
All right. So first and foremost, thank you so much to Ant-Man for the 5 gifted memberships. Let me write this down really quick. because whenever I do my thank yous, it doesn't list the gifteds. It just lists people who get them. But I want to be able to thank people who buy them. So Ant-Man01, thank you so much. Let's see here. Thank you to Tokyo Hans. Remember, for 27 months. That's crazy. Thank you so much, Tokyo. Jeremy Elwood, thank you for the $2 super chat. I'm making tacos. Who wants tacos? I'll take some white people tacos, Jeremy. Sure. Let me see. The Bay Photo. Let's mark this episode as the day Canadians took over Leftist Mafia 2v1. Oh, that's true. The Americans were... I was outnumbered. Yeah. I like that. I prefer that. Fuck Americans, including myself. Jeremy Elwood says, also Abdul El Sayed. Yes, we gotta get him across the finish line. Cartoon says, thoughts on the NAACP wanting black student athletes to boycott playing college sports in gerrymander state over voting rights. Hey, maybe that could work. I'm not really sure what the impact of that would be, but if it makes a difference, then fuck yeah. You know, I support anything that they're doing to try to fight this, because it truly is just despicable. So, yeah, that's pretty clever. Sports questions are above my pay grade, but if it works, do it. That's basically my my sentiment at this point. Michael Cuomo, thanks for the $4.99, Michael. As of now, there might be a strike starting Monday with Coca-Cola workers on Long Island, NYC, all Jersey, and Philly. Oh, okay. I know that you've talked about this before and told me about the possibility of this. So if it does happen, good luck and solidarity. I will not cross that picket line. I've not drank Coke for a very long time because they are on the BDS list. So I'm rocking with Big K, baby. Cartoon. Did you hear of Boots Riley new film? I Love Boosters. I have heard of this. I really want to see this, actually. I love Boots Riley, and the trailer looks awesome. And I love the how colorful it looks. All the like the wardrobe and like, I don't know, the scene of I think it was Kiki Palmer just walking out like stuffed to the brim with shit. I fucking love it. And apparently there is a little scene where they explain dialectical materialism. So I'm obviously like, that's the movie was made for me. So I will see it as soon as I can. I don't know if I'll get to see it in theaters, but I'm going to try to.
If you want a super quick random wholesome thing that happened, my partner randomly showed me a video of Sean Evans and Kiki Palmer, and this kind of like, I didn't even know about it, but they've got this very kind of like they're about to fall in love with each other.
Oh,
like
yeah.
They've got a crush on each other, or they're going to like, you know, sleep with each other or something like that. Like they are like each other's soulmates is how the internet is treating it. And they're like, you know, going frame by frame and showing how his feet cross over because he's all giddy like a schoolgirl around her and stuff like that. And like just one video the next day, every one of my apps was all like Kiki Palmer and Sean Evans stuff, like in every single one. I was trying to get ready for a stream and look at the news, and then I was like getting all these like things popping up on Twitter and stuff like, have you seen Kiki Palmer's latest like glance? And I was like, Jesus, this like the internet loves that, and I didn't know because the algorithm hadn't like unlocked it for me. But
yeah, I somehow stumbled across that as well in my algorithm. It started with, I think, an interview with Sean Evans where they asked him if you had a crush on any of your guests, who would it be? And he said Kiki Palmer, and then Kiki Palmer was asked about that, and she's like, oh. So yeah, I've seen a little bit of that. I haven't gone fully down the rabbit hole. It is very, very wholesome though.
Yeah, it's very wholesome. It's like a rare random internet wholesome like rabbit hole to go down. That's quite fun.
Yeah, no, I love that. I love Kiki Palmer too. I've been a fan of her since like,
yeah, she's really funny.
The Disney Channel days. I was too old for Disney, but when she was famous, she was releasing like R&B songs that were really good. They were like poppy, but they're really good, and I still like her music. I love Kiki Palmer. Robe Life Network, thank you for the $5. Trying to understand Dave's logic. He spent years avoiding Sam Cedar, but will go on a show with experienced debaters that talk twice as fast as Sam. Yeah, I didn't think about that. That's a really great point. I wonder if now he would consider debating Sam Cedar. He's never really been a debate person, although maybe him going on Piers Morgan has given him some confidence. I'm not really sure, honestly. It just doesn't make sense to me. I cannot fathom why he would do this to himself. It seems like self-harm almost.
Do you not feel like one of the reasons why all the right are so scared of Sam Cedar is not because Sam Cedar's actually terrifying or has a toxic community or comes after you? It's because like he's patient enough to let you speak so that he can explain like and educate you in very plain English how things like Social Security works. Like it's not even like a scary kind of like, oh man, he's going to like uncover some truths about me or manipulate me with his axioms grounded too tightly or something. It's like he's gonna actually know what he's talking about. I think that's like the scariest thing about Sam. Like he really knows what he's talking about.
It's not just talking points. He can actually dismantle their arguments because he actually knows what the fuck he's talking about, which is very important if you are a political commentator. Thank you so much to Fritza for being a member for 18 months. That is incredible. Cartoon asks, have you heard of Anthony Gramuglia? You should have him on. I have not heard of Anthony Gramuglia. I will try to remember to look into him. Thanks to Jeremy, membership for almost a year. Appreciate that, Jeremy. Did I call you Germany at first? I don't know if I called you Germany. If I did, I apologize. But it was on my heart. Yeah, I was thinking Germany, and I think I either almost called you it or I did. Either way, I'm sorry for that. Let me see. The next one here is the Bay Photo, who says Dave Rubin, being the Jim Cramer of political commentary, may be just the most accurate comparison you've ever made. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Jeremy Elwood says Prager got paralyzed by choking on his own words. Also, Jeremy Elwood says, great commie baby. Good job, Lance. Well, his baby could be an anarchist.
We'll never know until we know.
That's true. They already win because they're Canadian, so automatically likable. Alien, thank you for the 5 Canadian. I'm disabled, and by experience, metal shows are super safe. Oh, that's cool. Good to know. It's good to get that perspective from somebody who's actually disabled and been to them. Metal is not my wheelhouse, so I could never speak to that. Jeremy says Serg of Sod is doing a drop with Morello. System of a Down. Okay, I was like, why does that look familiar, but I'm butchering it. Serg of System of a Down is doing a drop with Morello of Rage Against the Machine. Really? Okay, you know what? I'm going to check that out. Informer Snow from Jeremy Elwood. Jeremy, thank you. So you sent like 14,287 super chats. I think that's very kind of you.
Wow.
I'm just approximating. It's an estimate. Rachel Atwood, playing Grandson's latest album in my car. Lots. Grandsons. Corey, did you see the White House Harambe tweet? I did see it. I didn't read it. I just saw that they were mentioning Harambe. I didn't read the context. I just noticed it and thought, wow, is it 2012 or 2011? Very weird to bring that up. Cosmer Dragon says, have you followed the Bricks and Minifigs Lego drama? Yes. That is fucking wild. Charlie Moist Critical has some great videos.
What is
such
it?
Great microcosm of the capitalistic rot. Okay, so there is a YouTuber named Reckless Ben, and he has a video called I Tracked Down This $200,000 Lego Thief. This is by far and away, it's not just a YouTube video, it is the greatest documentary I've ever seen in my entire life. Think Nathan For You, but Nathan For You goes completely off the fucking rails. So long story short, this guy, he tries to sell his father's Lego collection. It's worth around $200,000 because his father falls ill and he needs the money for medical bills and whatnot and what have you. So he takes all of the Lego to this shop called Bricks and Minifigs. It's a franchise. It's a third-party Lego retailer. And he makes this consignment deal with them so that way they sell the Lego sets for him and they just take a small cut. That way he can sell off his father's sets. So the owner of that store ends up selling the store, leaving, and then corporate takes over. The new owner comes in and they say, we're not going to give you back your Legos. And the dude was like, well, it's my dad's Legos. He needs this money. It's for like healthcare and whatnot. And the way he described it is the new owner of the store, with like the awareness of corporate, was like, listen, you can go ahead and do this. He crossed his arms like, you can go ahead and do this. I'm going to drag this out as long as I can. It's going to cost you thousands and thousands of dollars. And so basically he's like, well, fuck, this is terrible. He gives up. And so Reckless Ben finds his story, and then he does like this whole Nathan for you ass scheme to try to get the Lego back. And when I tell you it is fucking wild, it is wild. Like, it ended with him fleeing to Mexico. So, and I like to get there, the shit is crazy. So I'm gonna like, there's so many elements to it. I don't want to tell the whole story, but he comes up with all these schemes to try to get the dude to give back the Lego. Eventually he gets in contact with the Lego. He like, they try to pull out an employee to get the information from him, and they try to brainwash the employee, and it worked. So he, like, not fully brainwashed, but they get the owner's info. They call the owner. They harass the owner so much that the owner's like, okay, I'll give him back the Lego. And then that never happens. But yet they got all this evidence of him saying, yeah, I didn't want to screw the guy over. I feel bad. I'll give him back his Lego. They go to the fucking CEO of Bricks and Minifigs, and they're like, nope, can't do shit about it. Like, it's just so wild. And finally what they do is, because they can't afford a lawsuit, they break it down. They do a sale with the guy whose Legos were stolen. Lego were stolen. That's the plural. Sorry. And they're like, what if we all do a small claims? We do 10 different small claims, and then we fucking sue them that way individually. And it ended up working. They won because they never appeared in court. And so what they do then is they shut down the fucking Lego store so they don't have to pay them what they are now owed. And so that's like the first part of the video where it looks like they won. They outsmarted them. The cops were like called on them multiple times. There's so like, again, there's so much to it. But the second part, which I haven't seen yet, apparently he gets swatted and then ends up uncovering this entire conspiracy between the cops and Mormons. And he doesn't have valid proof of that, but there's links between the cops and Mormons because the headquarters for Bricks and Minifigs is in Utah. And there's evidence that they were colluding with each other over this fucking set. There's a warrant out for his arrest, so he had to flee to Mexico. And now it's a giant scandal, and they are doubling down. They're saying we did nothing wrong because the video went viral. I'm barely scratching the fucking surface. And the things these guys did were so clever. So like he got the manager of the store who kept kicking him out to sign a contract saying anytime she calls the cops on him, they owe him $5,000. So they like had somebody come in and pretend to be an influencer, come in to pretend to be a delivery driver. I can't even describe the fucking, like, let me just say, best documentary I've ever seen. The person who put this together, Reckless Ben, is a fucking genius. It's like Nathan for you times 10. You just have to watch it. The whole thing is an hour and a half. I was like, let me just see 5 minutes of. I was fucking locked in immediately. It is insane, and I cannot do this justice. I'm only giving you a portion of it. Everybody needs to watch this fucking shit. I swear to God. It's called Reckless Ben. Watch it. It is insane what they did, and how still they haven't won. Like, the dude hasn't gotten back his Lego, and now it's becoming like this huge fucking scandal and conspiracy. Just, yeah.
I'm trying to read about this right now. And
there's tons of articles.
Insane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, really scumfuck corporate behavior. And then the old manager is coming out and saying, and conflicting what they're saying, because they're like, well, no, the owner who did that consignment deal broke our terms because under the agreement of our franchisees, they're not allowed to do consignments. And she showed the contract. She's like, yeah, I could do consignments. It's literally right here. It's encouraged. We can do consignment. That's like, that's part of the deal. So really scumfuck company, Bricks and Minifigs. And just like straight up mob boss, mafia-like behavior, seemingly using the cops against him. Again, you have, like, they even confront the cops and like have a law book for the cops and like out debate the cops and shit because they set up all these weird gambling schemes. Okay, now it's a criminal. We'll auction off the lake. Just watch it. I'm not even doing it justice. You just have to fucking watch it. It was a store in Oregon too, by the way, in Salem, Kaiser, Oregon. The store is shut down, to my knowledge.
So where are these Legos?
They are still with the company, apparently. I think by now by their estimate, it was like about 50% of the store's total inventory. And they know that they have it because they looked at the metadata of like the post saying, hey, we have this Lego Star Wars set. It's like a classic. It's worth $1,000. And so they have all this. So they probably sold it. And so now it's just a matter of not just getting the inventory back, but recouping the cost for the sale. It's fucking insane. You just have to watch it it's unbelievable.
Why doesn't Lego get involved?
I think they should. They should.
They should just get involved and be like, you guys, if you don't resolve this, you can't sell Legos anymore.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know if they would legally be able to do anything like that.
Oh, you could deny. I mean, I'm sure they could find ways around it, but Lego doesn't have to sell them anything directly.
Well, they don't get anything. I think maybe they get some stuff from Lego, but most of their shit is reselling. So their inventory, to my understanding, doesn't really come from Lego. It comes from people selling their Lego sets. It's like GameStop, but for Legos. So if I had to guess,
how is this even a business? You gotta be kidding me. Who the fuck is buying this shit?
It's a huge. The company has gotten so big now that they're international. Bricks and Minifigs. So it's very lucrative in certain areas. Apparently, that you don't get a lot of money for your Lego sets, but some of these, if you find a fucking minifigure that you've had in your attic, it could be worth a lot of money. It depends on the print, the year. So it's a little bit more like sports cards, Pokemon cards, shit like that, where, certain sets are really worth a lot of money. And that's, it's been a boon. So yeah, highly, highly encourage everybody to watch that. It's I can't describe it. Like you could tell I'm struggling to like put it all together because it's just like a massive, massive story. And the shenanigans that they do to try to get back this guy's Lego is hilarious. Okay. Philip November. Trump, it rubs the bronzer on its skin or else it gets deported again. Jeremy, remember when Obama drank Flint water in Raging? I do remember that. Jeremy also says, here for a bit longer, but heading to bed soon. Ashigeta team friends, we got this. If we manage our time, we got this. Parties are dying, we got this. Rachel Atwood says, remember when the delegates mocked the protesters? That was, talking about the DNC 2024 convention.
Like the covering the ears and all that. That was terrible.
That was the worst look ever.
I love you both. I gotta take off.
You take care.
See you next week.
Peace. Kowalski, thanks for the 10. The Pope's recent encyclical on AI being spiritually dangerous. Catholics can legitimately make the case to refuse to use AI on religious grounds. It's nice to see the church is fighting demons again. Yeah, that's awesome. I did see that, and I'm glad that the church is trying to do some positive for once. Thank you to Rory Gibson for being a member for 3 months, and also thank you to Rory for the gifted membership. Let me write that down really quickly. Oh, Yori. I was saying that wrong. Yori Gibson RCW. Okay, the next one here is from Rachel Atwood, who says, breaking, Zorn endorses Dear Eliza, a Chevalier. Awesome, awesome news. Tigwick, thank you for the 25, Tigwick. Really appreciate that. Thanks for a great show with a great guest. Well, thank you so much. I'm glad that you enjoyed that. Chris Corcoran says, how long before candidates who complained about Hassan like McMorrow end up campaigning with Ethan Klein? I don't know if we'll see that. But, I mean, if maybe Ethan wants to flex his political muscle, he will try to compete with Hassan. We'll see if there's a lane for that. ABS says, hey, Mike, just saw North Carolina Republicans are now pushing for legislation that would authorize deadly force against women who have abortions. I saw that, and I saw that one of them actually withdrew their name from the legislation, one of the sponsors, because he says it was being misinterpreted. But if you look at the text, they basically decriminalized murder of women, not just for abortions, by the way, but potentially for using contraception or having an IUD. Like, it is truly outrageous how off the cliff, Republicans have gone, ideologically speaking. Not Rachel Atwood says, oh, hang on. Hang on, there's a couple. It jumped for me. There we go. New rule, if you want to run for Congress, you've got to be able to jump rope double dutch with the cutest sprouts around on camera. Better stretch and lace up. Old Man in Philly says, YouTube etiquette question. If I use a clip from one of your videos, how do I properly give credit, or should I have asked permission first? No, you don't have to ask permission first. I say just giving credit is fine. Either you say this is from this YouTuber, or you put like a little, I usually do like the YouTube logo with the name of their channel. That will suffice, because if you get permission, that will take a very long time, and legally you don't have to. That's fair use. So yeah, you just put it in and just say, hey, this is Matt's video or whatnot, and that will be more than enough. Fly Chomper Fly says, did you guys cover the $200,000? Yes, the $2,000 Lego heist of a family's collection by the Lego resale store and their parents' company? Yeah, we didn't cover that, but I just talked about it. And I really feel like I couldn't do it justice. It's so good. Jeremy, thank you for the gifted membership. Let me write down your name as well, Jeremy, so I don't forget to thank you. Okay. Jeremy Elwood says, I don't make white people tacos. LOL. Okay. You have an abuela helping. Just, like, look, white people tacos are fine. There's a time and a place for that. If you're lazy, but you want some real tacos, you've got to get it from an authentic place. That's always the best. Rachel Atwood says, overall, I like David Hogg, but have questions about leaders we deserve, particularly how they seem to prioritize candidates who can self-finance lots. I think that's a good question to ask. Yeah, they endorsed Christian Menefin over Al Green, which was a terrible decision because this guy is backed by the crypto industry. And I don't know if he takes AIPAC money, but AIPAC congratulated him when he won, which is a very, very big red flag. And it's Al Green. I feel like that's kind of just, it's Al Green. How can you not endorse Al Green? I get that people think that he's too old, but I don't give a shit. If he has the right policies, then he should be there.
There are some people that are too obsessed with the age thing. The age,
I don't like that.
Age is only an issue if their politics don't reflect. Well, age is an issue, obviously, if the person can no longer, do their job health-wise, regardless of their politics. But that's not an issue with someone like Al Green that we know of, or Bernie Sanders that we know of. They've been out there. Al Green's not some like super lefty guy. Anyway, he's like a progressive Democrat. He's just very outspoken against Trump, willing to put himself out there. It should be everything. Like, he should be like the Democrat. Like, he should be the guy that these anti-Trump Democrats who think Bernie is just a little too far left. Al Green should be the perfect guy, and I could get behind someone like an Al Green. He would
totally.
He's someone you could ally with easily. I would vote for Al Green if there wasn't a more progressive candidate in a race. Easily, he'd be my number one choice, age or otherwise.
Yeah,
but there's some people who are so hung up over this age thing that they're willing to vote for someone who's less progressive if they're younger, and it's ridiculous.
Yeah, he's very clearly of sound body and mind. There's no signs of dementia, and he's effective. He is effective. He's one of the few people who want to stand up and confront Trump directly, and it really is heartbreaking to know that, like, we're gonna lose Al Green. Like, he probably wasn't gonna be in there much longer. I'm sure he would have retired, but like every extra year is great because he's really a great fighter. So yeah, I was disappointed to see that outcome. Rachel Atwood also says, check out Jordan Benjamin. You won't regret it. Okay, I will try to remember to do that. Fly Chomper Fly says, great analysis by lawyer on YouTube. Lawful masses. Okay, thank you for the recommendation, Fly. Jeremy Elwood says, Lego can't get involved if it's resale. Also, Mike, fuck GameStop. I might lose my job saying that, but fuck GameStop. Same reasons. Yeah, GameStop is very similar to Bricks and Minifigs, from my understanding. I haven't been to a Bricks and Minifigs.
Well,
we have a bunch.
GameStop still sells the new sells new games too. I mean, they're getting them straight.
Yeah.
From the distribute the companies that distribute. I mean, can they still get the games if those distribution avenues are cut off? Yes, but will they cost more money likely, and they'll make less profit when they sell these new games? Yes. So I think that's a perfect sort of punishment for any sort of third party reseller or sales. Like I mean, stories like that honestly like reflect badly on the brand that those third parties are selling too, quite honestly.
Yeah. They even, so it wasn't just the guy who had a conversation with the new manager who's like, yeah, we're going to drag this shit out. The old owner she wanted to sue because they fucked her over as well when they took over the store. And the corporate executive, she has him on the phone saying the same thing. He's like, yeah, this is going to go really bad for you. And I know that sounds like a threat, and it kind of is. And they just shared their video, and they have a GoFundMe. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think they have any deals with Lego. I have no idea, but they probably have the same retailer, connections that like Costco would have. But Bricks and Minifigs also does third-party Lego stuff. Like they sell from Bricker Builds. It's just another company that sells instructions for Lego sets that isn't directly associated with Lego. They sell some third-party bricks. I don't know if they sell Lumi bricks, but like that's one of the examples. So I don't know that Lego has much that they can do, but I know that Lego is hypersensitive about their brand, and you could tell that Bricks and Minifigs is like torching their reputation when they were kind of beloved by the Lego community. I mean, some of them, they get bad reputations because they don't offer fair trade value, or they kind of like don't tell people who don't know any better that the collection they have is actually worth quite a bit. Like you have this minifigure that's like really obscure, it's worth $3,000. But I mean, that's gonna happen. This is genuinely a scandal, straight up to corporate. And
I don't even know why they're doing this. You said they're like a $100 million company. Why do they?
Yeah. They have dozens of stores. I think they're setting up a store in Spain, so they're actually growing because Lego is growing in popularity. And yeah, all over $200,000. They just refuse under any circumstances to give it back, and they're sending out memos to their stores now saying, yeah, this is going to blow over in like 3 to 7 days. We looked at the studies, and yeah, in 3 to 7 days, it'll be the most insane. Then it'll die down, and then within 3 to 6 months, the internet will lose interest. They genuinely think they're going to be able to weather the storm when they've been caught red-handed. It's so crazy. And, they're saying, oh, it's just out of context clips. But the guys who posted the video, they have the entire contracts and the entire list of inventory that Bricks and Minifigs gave them. Like, these are all the sets. This is the value. And so they just it's just straight up corporate malfeasance. They just straight up stole from somebody because they have wealth, and the person they stole from doesn't have the means to sue them. They tried and they couldn't do it. And then the manager who's suing them, or the owner who is suing them, who was fucked over by them too, has to do a GoFundMe because it is it's very easy for them to drag this shit out, and they know it. So they're using all the money that they have and corporate clout that they have to fuck over, the little guy. And it's so shameless. And I have one more super chat, I think. Yeah, one more. So from Fargon, who says, funny question from Mike, but do you snore? And if so, how loud? Do you also talk in your sleep and sleepwalk? You'd be a laugh riot if you did all three. So I never thought that I snore, but according to my husband, I actually do. And that actually was a little bit shocking to me. I don't think I snore a lot, but I do snore. In terms of talking in my sleep, yes, I do. Not all the time, just occasionally. And I feel like I yelled in my sleep one time. I yelled in my dream, and then I woke up. It might have felt that way, but maybe it wasn't a yell. I don't know. But yeah, I'm an active sleeper. I dream a lot. I'm on SSRI, so it kind of fucks with your head and makes you dream some crazy shit. And that's me. So yeah. All right. So that's all that I got, Matt. I'll pull up yours though.
All right, let's see. All right, Layla Spellwind with a super chat. Hey Matt, it's great hearing you laugh again. Your laugh provides light in these dark times. Why, thank you. We're so sad to hear of the awful news. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Much love from Scotland. Thank you, Layla. I really appreciate it. Yeah, just taking it one day at a time. Tokyo Hans with the 5 gift memberships. Thank you so much, Tokyo Hans. Really appreciate it. Cartoon 49 with the super chat. Thoughts on the New York Giants quarterback introducing Trump at a rally and him getting backlash from some of his teammates? As a New York Giants fan, this sucks. Not really a big American football guy, but again, it shouldn't be surprising when professional athletes come out and support conservative right-wing people. It's sadly sort of baked into a lot of the culture. But to do so on a New York team and you're this like unproven rookie seems pretty dumb. And good for his teammates for speaking out. I saw his teammates were getting shit, and it's like from like Trump supporters, and it's like, why is Jackson Dart or whatever the fuck his name is, why is he allowed to share his political opinions but his teammates can't share theirs? It's just fucking stupid. Let's go to the next. Tokyo Hans with a super chat. Dave Rubin, 2026 will be the coldest summer in history. Trump will release the entire Epstein files tomorrow. Dogs will start meowing due to woke. Let's see. The not so amazing Jake with a super chat. My favorite thing about Rubin is that his subreddit r/Dave Rubin is filled with posts dunking on him mercilessly. Right. James Holmes with a super chat. Dennis is the most reassuring voice ever. Not Tokyo Hans. Warped Tour equals Kids Bop. Super Platino Man. I went to a free Napster concert for Limp Bizkit in NYC. Wow. Was that late 90s? Looney Tunes 9000. The funniest Jubilee video is the one with Jordan B. Peterson. I'm just saying. Oh, right. The one where he's on to debate his Christianity, and he's like, who says that I'm a Christian? Like the title of Jubilee was like Jordan Peterson debates his Christian values or something. That's the whole premise of being on this show. And when someone's debating him, his retort to them was like, who? You keep saying I'm a Christian. Who says that I'm a Christian? Tokyo Hans. I won't trust Ashley St. Clair until she confirms the alleged botched PP. How crooked is it, Ashley?
Oh.
Is like a Cheeto with a nub in the middle, but that's Trump, right? How would she know Trump?
No, Elon Musk apparently has a botched penis too.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised.
Their rumor anyway is that he tried to have penis enlargement surgery and it fucked up his dick. I don't know how true that is, but
I mean, all these guys have something going on for them to be how they are.
Yeah, exactly.
Tigwick plays games with a $25 super chat. Hope you and the family are doing all right, Matt. Much love. Thank you so much, Tigwick. I appreciate it. Just tired, honestly. Just very tired. And, and just the emotional dealing with everything makes you even more tired. So I'm constantly exhausted. Kowalski with a $10 super chat. Matt, be honest. Can you recall anything I said on a Majority Report? Or was it all just a blur of subpar agricultural news? I feel like I may have explained the situation poorly and want to work on my communication skills. Honestly, Kowalski, I can't give you an honest take on whether it is or isn't that, because I'm just so exhausted. I just can't recall what you said. It might not even have anything to do with you.
Oh yeah, Kowalski. Now that I don't want to forget, check your Twitter DMs. I was gonna reach out to you about coming on Leftist Mafia.
Oh, Mike sliding into your DMs, Kowalski.
Because I remember he was in the chat when we had Secular Lefty on. He's like, "How's Secular Lefty on, but not me or something?" And I'm like, "Hey, all right, come on."
Mike, I'm assuming you're the third Leftist Mafia host to slide into Kowalski's DMs after Ariana and Rebecca based on their reaction to seeing him the first time. Old man in Philly with the super chat. Did you hear about the emerging cockroach party in India? Funny shit, worth a look. Wait, what?
I haven't heard of this, but I will check it
Cockroach
out.
Party. I don't get what this is.
He's a man turning a cockroach into a Gen Z movement in India. I'll have to do some research into it, but it looks bugging the BJP.
Over on Twitch, let's see.
I got a couple more in after.
Oh, Looney Tunes 9000 resubscribed for 17 months at tier 1. Subscriber for 29 months. I know Lance is having a kid soon, but we must do this impersonation contest before he takes off in August. What impersonation contest again? I'm so stupid.
I don't know, actually.
Silly Billy 01 gave out 10 community gift subs. Thank you so much. All right, and then back to you, Mike.
All right, so we got some more that came in. Rolando Capilleja says, regarding Harambe, Nintendo revealed yesterday that DK64 will be added to NSO. The announcement coincides with the 10-year anniversary of his death. Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
I think that's just a coincidence. I can't imagine Nintendo doing anything like that purposefully.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Yeah, I'm excited about that. I really like DK64. It's super, it's a collectathon. I actually played it a couple of years ago. I did a video essay on it. I don't even know. I don't have access to that channel that I did the video essay on. I'll have to re-upload it on my second channel at some point. I like Donkey Kong 64. Action FN Jackson says, is Sam Cedar and TMR being greedy, taking money from Plod AI, especially after they shit on TYT for Polymarket? I don't even know what Plod AI is, and I didn't know that they were taking a...
Wait, what happened? I don't even know. What?
Sam Cedar taking money from Plod AI. What is? Let me Google. I don't know what Plod AI is.
No, I know what Plod is. It's this little device that goes in the back of your phone that recalls your calls, so you could and then get like a summary. Are they doing ads for Plod? I mean, I don't even know.
But I would imagine that they like.
Plod is definitely not anything like Polymarket. I don't think Plod is doing anything illicit or wrong.
Yeah, I would imagine I'm not to see.
I'm not anti AI features that actually enhance people, but people do. I'm against AI and the push to like AI everything and replace people with AI. But I'm not against like AI like summaries or something enhancing what people do. Like if you use AI to like summarize a large document, I mean, obviously you should fact check and like just use the summary to find what you need to find in the document and then go source the document itself. But I'm not against people doing something like that. Like a lot of that stuff is just automation. Automated processes have been around for a while. But I don't know. Are they doing? Sam did an ad read for Plod this week.
The chat says that he did an ad read for Plod.
Yeah, I'm not against Plod. It's a note taking thing. It's like you summarize your you. It's this device that connects to the back of your iPhone, and it records your calls, and then it's or meetings or whatever, and it summarizes and provides a transcription. There's nothing wrong with that. No one's losing a job over that. If you use that device on your phone, and would you have hired a private transcriber to listen to your call and transcribe it? No, probably not. I don't have nothing against a thing like that.
Yeah, you have to take it up with Sam because I don't know. It's not my that's not my wheelhouse. Okay, Fargonaut says, is it loud honk, shoe mouth snoring, or nose snoring? I don't know because I'm sleeping, so I'll have to ask, and I'll see what my husband says. I'll get back to you. Jeremy Elwood says, Matt, GameStop is now about 5% games, rest is trading cards, 80% blind bags and plushies. Yeah, they.
Oh yeah, I know. I've been to GameStop recently.
Last time I went, there was mostly just Funko Pops.
It's all just it's all just like gaming related tchotchkes and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like
Specialty shop.
figures, t-shirts, like random like collectible souvenirs and knickknacks like related to specific gaming franchises and stuff. I mean, what are they supposed to do? A lot of people don't buy physical games anymore.
I mean, it makes sense that they pivoted.
Honestly, while I like having the physical games because you never know what happens to companies when what could happen to your downloaded games when you if a company was to go under or something,
or they get bought
just
out.
change. Yeah, but at the same time, like you could also lose the physical copy of a game, and you can't lose the download. It's just right there in your gaming library. So there's definitely pluses and minuses. I don't own many games. The video game I play mostly is, aside from like random like casual games on my phone, is Fortnite, and you can't buy it; it's free and just downloadable. And most of the games my son plays on Xbox are on Game Pass, and it's so much simpler just to pay for Game Pass and just let him play whatever instead of having to buy the individual games.
Yeah, I still very much prefer physical. I still have my physical collection from when I was a kid for video games, so I really like it.
Ducky says can't resell a download, and that's definitely true if you're someone who usually sells your games when you're done with them. But as someone who has never sold a game I bought in my life, it doesn't really matter. Like I would never, I've never sold a game before. I would keep them.
Okay, we have $20 super chat from Chemical Dragon. Thank you so much, Chemical Dragon. That's really kind of you. With the changes to Bill C-3 around relative Canadian citizenship, I have a grandparent of Canadian descent and apply it and have a consultation with a Canadian immigration attorney. Would love to become a Canadian citizen. That's fucking amazing. Well, good luck. That would be awesome for you. I would love that if I had the opportunity. I don't have anybody related to me in Canada. Maybe I'll have David Doel adopt me or Lance adopt me, and I could say that I'm their son. We'll see. But congratulations. I hope that it works out for you. Good luck, I should say. And I'll congratulate you later. And then I got one from Smar. It's a super sticker, but it says message retracted. I saw it, though. It was like a little face of a woman doing like a little nod. So thank you for that. That is all that I have, and that's the show, everybody. Do we want to go ahead and raid Pleasantly Twisted on Twitter?
Well, it sounds good to me. On Twitter, on Twitch, you mean?
On Twitch. Oh my god, I'm tired. Wait, actually, Maple Takes is still on. Should we just raid them?
Oh yeah, wouldn't that make the most sense, right?
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Oh, let's do it.
All right.
Sending you right back to Maple Takes, like sort of like an extended like Leftist Mafia after hours. Like, I mean, I guess technically me and Mike doing the super chats is the after hours. This is the after hours of the after hours.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, one more from Old Grease. This is for you, by the way.
Never forget. This is why context always matters. What is that?
I don't know. Maybe one of us said something that would be odd out of context. All right, well, I'm ready to raid if you are.
Let me press it. Whoops, my bad. I forgot to press the start raid button. It is pretty funny. We're just sending them back. I was so tired today, way more tired than usual. I'm surprised I was even. I'm sure like my eyes were glazed over for part of the conversation where everyone else was talking, so I just took a break. But
no, I feel you. I'm tired too.
So tired today.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna hit that raid now button. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Have a great night.
You all take care. See you next Thursday.